All right.
Okay. Please be seated. Good morning. This is the initial appearance hearing calendar for August 5th, 2026 for 2 a.m. This court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your release conditions are, and any bond amounts required. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility to review, but I may point out a few depending on your case. You do all have standard release conditions. They include, you must attend all your future court hearings. You must keep the court updated with your contact information. You must not initiate contact with your arresting officer. You must not possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription, and you must not drive without a valid license. You are all here today on criminal matters, which means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded. It is also being broadcast live. I will ask you for your name and your date of birth. There may be victims watching the live feed, so I will read the victim rights advisement and then we'll begin with your hearing. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin with your hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When it is your turn, come stand at the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I will call a second person's name to have a seat in those chairs right there by the door so that we can move quickly. Use that opportunity when you're sitting there by the door listening for your name to get yourself ready to be on camera. So if that means removing your hat or hoodie or taking your arms out of your shirt, that's the place to do it so you'll be ready to be recorded when you walk in. At the end of your hearing, you'll be provided with paperwork. This paperwork has all the information I'm about to share with you, the date, time, location of your next hearing, your attorney's phone number if one has been appointed, your bond amount, and those release conditions that you need to review and follow. Hold on to that paperwork. It's important information for you to have. We'll begin this morning with Benjamin Benavides. Please come to the podium. After that is Christopher Coughlin. Please have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Benjamin Benavides, 11/10/01.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It's alleged you may have committed aggravated assault, domestic violence, impeding breathing, which is a Class 4 felony. Also, endangerment as a Class 6 felony. Disorderly conduct and assault are alleged as misdemeanor. This court found probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. Under Arizona law, you are still eligible for release, and the bond is set at $100,000 secured, meaning you may use a bonding company. If you are able to post that bond, you would be released with an electronic monitoring device, and you have strict conditions. They include no contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I understand that's your residence, so you may have what's called a civil standby that is ordered, where you can call law enforcement. They'll go with you to pick up necessary things like medication, identification, clothing. You must obey any order of protection that is issued and served on you. It appears you have children in common with the alleged victim. Because you've been ordered to find alternative residence and no contact, you may use a third party to still have parent time. as long as they are not named in any order of protection. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. The no victim contact order does apply whether you're in custody or out of custody. If you violate it in custody, you'll be back here on new allegations of aggravated harassment. If you violate it out of custody, you would also be back here on aggravated harassment allegations, but you wouldn't be eligible for bond going forward. So it's very serious. All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Christopher Coughlin, please come to the podium. Natavia Gordon, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christopher Coughlin, 12/13/1973.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on an arrest warrant. It is alleging, it's a direct complaint, and let me tell you the dates. One moment, sir. The dates are February 19th of 2025. It is alleging aggravated driving under the influence. So the state is bringing charges against you. This court is appointing an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. There's a $20,000 cash-only bond. If you're able to post that, you would be released with an electronic monitoring device, and you would be required to submit to random illegal drug and alcohol testing. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Natavia Gordon, please come to the podium. Peter Marshall, have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Natavia Gordon, 32394.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case. In your new case, it's alleged you had a weapon. You're prohibited from having one, which is a Class 4 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing on your new case is August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. On your new case, you do have a $5,000 bond, and then the rest of it's secured, so you can use a bonding company. Your other matter today here, ma'am, is a probation violation warrant. It is alleging terms 3, 5, 7, and 14. So an attorney has been appointed. Your next probation hearing is the next day, August 12th, and that's 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. That carries a $250 bond. If you're able to post your full bond, $5,250, make sure you go to both hearings, call your probation officer. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and you'll be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Peter Marshall, please come to the podium. Alejandra Cephas, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Peter Marshall, 4/5/1984.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new municipal court case alleging assault as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is at Youngtown Municipal Court on August 13th at 9 in the morning. You are eligible for release under a $2,500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post that bond, you must follow the release conditions and go to your next hearing. Your release conditions include that you are not to have any contact with the alleged victim or any minors. You are to obey any order of protection that may be issued and served upon you. You may return to and reside at the scene of the alleged crime only if no minor child is present and residing there. If an alleged victim or other minor residing there has not been moved or removed by DCS, the Department of Child Safety, then one civil standby is ordered. That's where you can call local law enforcement and they'll go with you to pick up your necessary things like medication, identification, or clothing.
Okay.
The no contact orders do apply, sir, whether you are in custody or out of custody. Please take your paperwork. Alejandra Cephas, please come to the podium. Ryan Barber, have a seat by the door, please.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Alejandra Cephas, 5/25/96.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a grand jury warrant alleging that in October of 2023 and then in November of 2023, you may have committed the following: 1 count trafficking and stolen property as a Class 2 felony, 3 counts burglary as a Class 4 felony, 1 count having dangerous drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony, 1 count theft or control of property as a Class 6 felony, and then 1 more count of theft as a misdemeanor. So the grand jury reviewed the evidence and found probable cause and issued a warrant for your arrest. This court is appointing an attorney for you. Your next hearing is a original arraignment hearing on August 12th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
You do have a $1,500 cash bond. If you're able to post your bond, make sure you go to your next hearing, follow your release conditions. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ryan Barber, please come to the podium. And then after that will be Camille Lambert. Have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
My first name is Ryan, last name is Barber, my date of birth 8/21/1992.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 matters. The first one is a new case, and it's alleged that you caused criminal damage as a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is August 11th, 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix. You have a $50 placeholder bond because of your other matter. If you're able to get out on both your matters, make sure you don't go back to the scene of the alleged crime. Your other matter, sir, is an out-of-county warrant from Pinal County, and so an attorney will be appointed for you at Apache Junction Justice Court on August 10th at 8:30 in the morning. This carries a $1,000 bond. So altogether, you have $1,050 in bond. If you're able to post that, sir, you need to go to both hearings, August 10th and then again on the 11th. So one of them is out there in Pinal County, though, and the other one is downtown Phoenix. If you can't post your bonds, you'll stay in custody and be transported to both hearings. All right, please take your paperwork. Thank you. Camille Lambert, please come to the podium. Daniel Riordan, have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Camille Lambert, date of birth 8/11/1987.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant from a status conference back in May, so you already have an attorney appointed.
Okay.
Your next hearing date is August 11th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
When you fail to attend or appear, they issued a warrant for you. It carries a $1,000 bond.
Okay. I had got the dates confused, so that's the reason why.
Okay. So if that were to happen to you in the future, make sure you call your attorney and let them know so they could file a motion on your behalf.
Okay.
I didn't see that that was done in this case.
Okay.
So the bond is still valid and the warrant is still valid. If you're able to post it, make sure you go to that next hearing. And if you have any questions, call your attorney and ask about it.
Okay. And how much is the bond? It's one.
It's $1,000.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Please take your paperwork. Daniel Riordan, please come to the podium. Vincent Jimenez, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Daniel Reardon, 7/23/93.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a grand jury warrant alleging that in March, you may have had dangerous drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony and then drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. So the grand jury found probable cause and issued a warrant for your arrest. We're going to go ahead and appoint an attorney for you. Your next hearing is August 12th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix. Your bond is set at $1,000. If you're able to post your bond, make sure you go to your next hearing. If not, you'll stay in custody and be transported there. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Vincent Jimenez, please come to the podium. Pedro Pacheco, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Mr. Jimenez, January 28th, 1985.
Thank you, sir. You're here because you failed to go to your probation revocation arraignment hearing, and that was back on the 17th of July. You have an attorney in your case already. Now you have a new hearing date. It will be August 12th, 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix. You have a $250 bond on that one, and then let's see, it looks like you have 2 of these. The other matter was failure to appear a status conference in a new case that you had. It was on the same day, but now your next hearing will be August 11th. Let me see if those are still the same day. They are not. So now you'll have to go to court 2 days in a row. The 11th is your new case, and then the 12th is your probation case.
Okay.
So your new case has a $500 bond. So altogether, it's $750 in secured appearance bond. If you're able to post that bond, call your probation officer and then go to court on your 2 days, the 11th and 12th. If you're not able to post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your 2 hearings. All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Pedro Pacheco, please come to the podium. Sven Jorgensen, have a seat by the door, please.
Pedro, look our food, please. No. Arms seated, please.
Okay.
Right now.
What?
Put your arms there, please.
Oh. All right, good call.
Okay, yeah. And just as a reminder for those still waiting for their turn, go ahead and get ready before you enter the hearing room because everything past this door is recorded and broadcast live. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Please say your name and your date of birth, sir.
Okay, my name is Pedro Cruz Mena Pacheco. Y mi día que nací fue junio 27 de 1975.
Okay, gracias, señor. ¿Necesita un interpreter? ¿Sí? ¿Necesita un interpreter? Okay. Por favor, siéntese y espera por la última posición.
Okay. Outside? What?
Sí. Okay. Okay. Mr. Sven Jorgensen, please come to the podium. After that will be Antoine Woodbury. Have a seat by the door, please. Okay. Thank you, sir. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sven Paul Jorgensen, 11/10/1986.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case alleging dangerous drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony, and then having shoplifting with an artifice as a Class 4 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on August 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released with an electronic monitoring device later today. So in a few hours from now, when you go through the process of being released, let pretrial services know about any work, commitments, obligations that you have so they can program that in.
Okay.
Keep your device charged. Make sure that you follow your release conditions and go to your next hearing.
All right.
All right, please
Thank you.
take your paperwork, sir. Antoine Woodbury, please come to the podium. Marcos Lopez, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Antoine Woodbury, June 11th, 1999.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It is alleged you may have committed aggravated assault causing serious physical injury as a Class 3 felony, and then aggravated assault causing a temporary disfigurement as a Class 4 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be August 20th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix. You are going to be released with an electronic monitoring device. So you need to let pretrial services know about your work commitments and other obligations so they can program that in. Keep that device charged. Because of the nature of this allegation, you're not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. You're not to, even if they try to reach out to you through social media, text, or whatever, just ignore them. No contact.
Yes, ma'am.
If you were to have contact with the alleged victim and they were to report it, it would possibly lead to charges of aggravated harassment. So that's an additional felony, and you would no longer be eligible for bail going forward.
So if they like contact me, what do I do? Because
Ignore it.
okay, because
Don't answer it. Don't pick up. Ignore it. Don't read it. If you see the little thing pop up on your phone, ignore it.
Am I able to change my number at all or no?
Yes, you can
Okay,
change your
Okay,
number,
I just wanted to just
Yeah.
make sure because she's.
but you need to keep the court updated
Okay,
with your
alright.
contact information.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to make sure because she's known
Okay.
to contact.
I read the Form 4.
Yes,
You're also not to possess any weapons, possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription while this case is pending.
okay,
So read your release conditions very carefully, make sure you keep your monitor charged, and go to your next hearing.
yes, ma'am. So you said August the 20th, right?
Yes, and it is all written out on your paper.
Okay, thank you.
Please take your paperwork. Marcos Lopez, please come to the podium. Amanda Parita, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Marcos Lopez, 7/20/1980.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a new case alleging trafficking and stolen property as a Class 3 felony, burglary as a Class 4 felony, and having narcotic drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony. This court did find probable cause, appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing will be August 20th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are going to be released under pretrial services supervision, which means you need to call them within 72 hours of your release,
Okay,
and then answer their call when they call you to remind you about going to court
okay,
and keeping track of you, because that's your supervision.
okay,
Do not return to the scene of
Okay.
the alleged crime. Make sure you go to your next hearing.
okay, thank you.
All right, please take your paperwork.
Thank you, ma'am.
Amanda Parita, please come to the podium. Sierra Ivy, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Amanda Parita, April 3rd, 1987.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging criminal trespass as a Class 6 felony, also assault and disorderly conduct as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, August 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released with an electronic monitoring device, so you need to let pretrial services know about any work or other commitments that you have. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. You are cautioned that a violation of the no victim contact order may be considered aggravated harassment, then you would not be eligible for bail going forward. I do understand you have children in common with the alleged victim, and so you may use a third party to still have parent time for both of you. It just can't be direct
So
contact.
to switch him, like school, obviously, one drops off, one picks up, right?
Right.
But on a weekend, it would need to be a third person to facilitate. That's what
That's
you mean?
correct, ma'am. Yes. Okay, so read your release conditions carefully.
May I
Make
ask a
sure you
question?
don't leave the state. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
absolutely, I won't. The ankle monitor. I've never done anything ever, and he threatened to kill me. And
So do you don't want to talk
And so
about
I
the
just-
merits or the facts of your case here? The reason you're getting an ankle monitor today, ma'am, is because of the assault.
I know. I
So
understand.
you can talk about it with your attorney, and they can file a motion for less restrictive release options if you feel that's appropriate.
Okay.
But for right now, you're not asked for bond, so you're not being asked for money, but you are being asked to be accountable to the court.
No, I understand. I understand it. I understand.
Okay.
No. I'm cooperating 100%. I just thought that was a little extreme, considering I hit him because he was going to kill me.
So I did read the Form 4, and you can talk about that with your attorney as
Okay.
well. Okay, please take your paperwork, ma'am. Sierra Ivy, please come to the podium. Tyrell Jones, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sierra Ivy, 8/18/94.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging narcotic drugs and drug paraphernalia in your possession. That's a Class 4 and a Class 6 felony. And then theft and having a prescription that's not yours, those are misdemeanors. So this court did find probable cause, appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is August 20th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are going to be released under pretrial services where you need to give them a call
Okay.
within 72 hours of your release and then answer their call when they call to remind you about court.
Okay.
Make sure you go to your next hearing or they'll issue a warrant for your arrest that does carry bond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please take your paperwork. Tyrell Jones, please come to the podium. Brandon Ramirez, have a seat by the door, please. Mr. Jones might be wearing a blue shirt. Good morning, sir. Please say your name and your date of birth.
My name was Tyrell Jones. Birthday is March 9, 1996.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is alleged you may have committed 5 counts of shoplifting with an artifice. That's a class 4 felony.
Mm-hmm.
This court found probable cause, appointed an attorney for you, and your next hearing date will be August 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released on your promise to go to the hearing and follow the release condition. You may not leave the state. You must not enter any Walmart stores in Arizona while this case is pending. You must go to your next hearing. If you fail to do those things, a warrant may be issued for your arrest that does carry bond. Please take your paperwork, sir. Brandon Ramirez, please come to the podium. Maximo Ramirez, have a seat by the door, please.
Hello.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Brandon Ramirez, November 17, 2001.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new justice court case alleging driving under the influence, reckless driving, and having narcotic drugs in your possession. These are all being alleged as misdemeanors. This court found probable cause. An attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is at Agua Fria Justice Court on August 24th at 10:30 in the morning. You are going to be released on your promise to go to the hearing and follow the release conditions. For you, sir, they include do not possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription or any alcohol or THC, marijuana, CBD products. All right, please take your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Maximo Ramirez, please come to the podium. Jerry Simpson, have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning.
Please say your name and date of birth.
It's going to be Maximo Ramirez, October 3rd, 2004 will be my birthday.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a justice court warrant. It is a failure to appear warrant, but it appears to be the first time you've been here for it. So you are going to be released to go to your hearing in Agua Fria Justice Court on August 24th at 10:30 in the morning. No attorney has been appointed for you, but you can hire one or represent yourself. Make sure you go out there to the hearing or call them and set up maybe going sooner because this is an unresolved warrant even though you're being released. So if you have any law enforcement contact, you will end up back here again.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork. Jerry Simpson, please come to the podium. Nestor Hernandez, have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jerry Luke Simpson, March 15, 1886.
Thank you, sir. You're here because of a failure to appear warrant. It looks like they listed it as a failure to appear warrant, but really it's a restitution warrant. You haven't paid.
Yeah.
And so what's happened is you have an attorney still in your case, I believe. Now you have a new hearing date on August 12th where you can go and talk to the judge about this. It's downtown Phoenix, 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
This court is not going to set that cash bond because that is not
Doesn't make
the
sense.
purpose of bond.
Yeah.
So you are going to be released, but you've got to go to that hearing. You've got to work out your payment plan or figure out what you can do so that you don't have this warrant hanging over you.
Yeah.
If you have any law enforcement contact between now and then, make sure you have your paperwork on you.
Okay.
But also you might end up back here because it's still a valid warrant till you resolve it with the probation
I
close.
understand.
Okay, please take your paperwork.
Thank you.
Nestor Hernandez, please come to the podium. And then Jason Dixon, have a seat by the door, please.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nestor Hernandez, 02/03/2003.
Thank you, sir. You're here because of a justice court warrant. It's a failure to pay warrant from 2024.
Yes.
So no attorney is going to be appointed for you. You have a hearing date. It's at North Mesa Justice Court, August 20th, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to be released on your promise to go to the hearing, get your warrant taken care of. Even though you'll be released in a few hours, the warrant's unresolved. So until you work it out with North Mesa Justice Court, any law enforcement contact will bring you back here.
So go to the North Mesa Justice.
That's
All the way in
right.
Mesa?
Well, the address is on your paperwork. It is in Mesa.
Because I believe I did get a ride. Sorry to cut over you. I got a ride over there last time.
Unresolved, okay?
Yeah.
So you've got to resolve the warrant or you'll keep ending up here if you have law enforcement contact.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay.
Jason Dixon, please come to the podium, and then we'll have our Spanish matters. Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Please say your name and date of birth.
Jason Dixon. 8/30/80. Sorry,
Thank you, sir.
I don't have sleep.
So you are here today on a little bit different matter. It's called a fugitive of justice matter, and it's out of Ohio. Before the hearing, you were given a placard to read. Were you able to read that placard?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Now you have a choice to make. So you can demand a civil extradition hearing where you go and see another commissioner. It's a civil hearing, so I can't appoint an attorney for you. But at that hearing, they decide if a governor's warrant should be issued for your arrest. And then the governors of Ohio and Arizona would both have up to 90 days to sign that warrant before you're extradited. And I would set that on August 17th, 1:30 in the afternoon, but I cannot offer you bond because it's a probation violation warrant with no bond. So your other choice, sir, is that you can be held with no bond, which is the same in both cases, in the custody of Maricopa County Sheriff. They would notify Ohio you're ready to be picked up, and that would be up to 30 days as long as you don't have any pending Arizona cases.
I know.
Yeah, okay, so if you had a pending Arizona case, the 30 days would start when it's resolved, but if you have none, then it would start tomorrow. They would notify Ohio you're ready to be picked up. At the end of those 30 days, if Ohio doesn't come, you could be released. You still have that outstanding warrant though, so it's in your best interest to resolve that somehow, work through Ohio or however you can.
Yeah.
But those are your choices. Demand your extradition hearing or waive your right to the hearing and be held no bond for up to 30 days.
I got nothing to lose. My wife's in the hospital dying right now. So that's why I ended up here. Because I cut my ankle monitor up so she's dying.
Oh,
So I don't care. I'll take the governor's warning. I'm running with it. I'm not losing.
all right. So I'm going to say you are not waiving your right. You do not have the right to bail because it is a probation violation warrant in this case.
There's going to be hell until she dies behind this. You know that. That's why I left Ohio to come here.
Oh, that's why you left.
That's why I cut my monitor up. I didn't know I caught a case and did something different. If it was your wife, you did the same shit. Come on, man.
Most likely, yeah. So I
grew up with, it's my wife.
okay, and I am setting your hearing then for you on August 17th, 1:30 in the afternoon. You will see another commissioner at that time, and they will give you more options. There's also usually a public defender who's in the hearing room then too, that may be able to give you some advice. It's usually general advice. I can't assign them to you specifically. But
August 17th?
That's right, sir. Yes.
Right here?
They will transport you to that hearing.
You don't know where you'll be at?
It's downtown Phoenix.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please take your paperwork. They'll give it to you in just a moment. Okay, Spanish language translator, this is Commissioner Gentry. I need to ask you before we begin, if you will swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English to Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish to English exactly as we say them, or to the best of your ability.
I swear.
Thank you. Mr. Pacheco, please come to the podium.
Okay. Señor Pacheco, por favor, acérquese al podio.
Please wait for the translator to finish speaking before you speak.
Okay.
Por favor, tenga en cuenta que debe esperar a que el intérprete termine de hablar antes de que usted pueda proceder.
You are here today on a criminal matter, so you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you.
Muy bien, indicarle que usted está acá el día de hoy por un asunto o caso criminal y usted tiene el derecho a permanecer en silencio. Recuerde que cualquier cosa que usted diga o haga podría ser sostenida en contra suya.
Okay. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Diga su nombre, por favor, y su fecha de nacimiento.
Mi nombre es Pedro Cruz Mena Pacheco y mi fecha de nacimiento es a junio 27 de 1965.
Okay. So my name is Pedro Cruz Pacheco, and the date of birth is 27/1965.
Thank you, sir. You are here today because you failed to go to a status conference in October of 2024.
Muy bien, gracias, señor. Usted está acá el día de hoy porque usted falló a comparecer a una audiencia de estatus o estado en octubre de 2024.
You have an attorney already appointed for you, and your next hearing date is downtown Phoenix, August 13th at 8:30 in the morning.
Indicarle que ya tiene un abogado colocado y su siguiente audiencia es en el centro de Phoenix, en la corte. Esto es en agosto 13 a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Your bond is set at $500 secured.
Su fianza es una fianza por comparecencia asegurada por $500.
All of this information is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Okay.
Toda esta información estará dentro de su papeleo. Tome su papeleo, señor.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Feliciano, please come to the podium.
Señor Feliciano, por favor, acérquese al podio.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Señor, por favor, diga su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
Soy Feliciano Hernández Cortés, nací en 1975, 20 de octubre.
Muy bien, repita su nombre, por favor.
Feliciano Hernández Cortés.
Okay. So it is Feliciano Hernandez Cortez, October 20th, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You are here today because you failed to go to your status conference on July 6th.
Muy bien, en este caso, gracias, señor. Usted está acá porque falló en comparecer a su conferencia en julio 6.
You already have an attorney in your case. Now you have a new hearing date on August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix.
Indicarle que en este caso ya tiene colocado un abogado en su caso y sería para la fecha de la audiencia de agosto 11 a las 8:30 de la mañana en el centro de Phoenix.
Your bond is set at $2,000 secured.
Su
Cash.
fianza está
I apologize.
colocada por la cantidad de... Oh, ok. Su fianza está colocada por la cantidad de $2,000. Es una fianza de comparecencia asegurada.
Right. Okay. If you're able to post your bond, make sure you go to your next hearing.
Si a usted le es posible pagar esa fianza que es en efectivo solamente, asegúrese de atender o ir a su siguiente audiencia.
If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing.
Si usted no puede pagar su fianza, usted permanecerá bajo custodia y será transportado a su siguiente audiencia.
Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Por favor, tome su papeleo, señor.
Okay. And then Mr. Orozco, please come to the podium.
Señor Orozco, acérquese al podio, por favor.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Yeah, my name is
Por favor, diga, señor, acate las pausas y espere todas las interpretaciones. Diga su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
Mi nombre es José Esparza, fecha de nacimiento enero 9 de 1992.
¿Y su apellido es cuál?
Esparza Orozco.
Muy bien. So, my name is José Esparza Orozco. My date of birth is January 9, 1992.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new justice court case alleging assault and criminal damage as misdemeanors.
Muy bien. En este caso, indicarle que usted está acá, gracias señor, por un nuevo caso de la Corte de Justicia debido a asalto criminal y daños como crímenes menores.
An attorney is appointed to assist you at your next hearing at South Mountain Justice Court on August 19th at 9 in the morning.
Indicarle de que se ha colocado un abogado para asistirle en este caso en la Corte de South Mountain Justice Court o Corte de Justicia en agosto 19 a las 9 de la mañana.
You are going to be released today on your promise to go to your hearing and follow your release conditions.
Usted va a ser liberado el día de hoy con la promesa de usted de que va a llegar a la audiencia y que va a darle cumplimiento a sus condiciones de liberación.
You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victim, and you may not reside at the same location.
Indicarle que usted no puede, escuche bien, no puede regresar a la escena del crimen. Tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima y no puede residir en el mismo lugar o la misma locación.
There is a civil standby ordered. It's in the middle of your paperwork, and what that is you can ask local law enforcement to go with you to pick up your necessary things like medication, identification, or clothing.
Indicarle que en este caso se ha colocado una orden de ansia civil, la cual significa que usted puede pedirle a las fuerzas de la ley locales que vayan con usted para que pueda recoger cualquier cuestión como las siguientes: medicamento, identificación o ropa, para que la ley vaya con usted.
If you were to violate the no victim contact order, it might result in felony allegations of aggravated harassment.
Okay. En este caso, indicarle de que si usted llega a violar la orden que se ha colocado de no contacto con la víctima, esto podrá suponer una alegación de un crimen mayor y por abuso o acoso agravado.
Okay. This is all written out in your paperwork.
Esto estará escrito en su papeleo, señora.
Okay. Please take your paperwork.
Thank you.
Tome su papeleo, señora.
For our translator, thank you so much for your service to the court this morning. That was our last Spanish language defendant. We appreciate your service. Have a great day.
It was a pleasure to assist. Thank you so much for choosing Limerick and have a wonderful morning.
This was our last defendant on the 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar, so it now stands in recess until 5 a.m. All right. Please be seated. Good morning. This is the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for August 5th, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be. If you are eligible for release, what your release conditions are and any bond amount required. I will not read all your release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility to review, but I may point out a few depending on your case. You do all have standard release conditions. They are, you must attend your future court hearings. You must keep the court updated with your current contact information. You must not possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription, and you must not drive without a valid license. You are all here today on criminal matters. That means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded. It is also being broadcast live. I will ask you for your name and your date of birth. There may be victims watching the live stream, so I will read the victim rights advisement and then we'll begin with your hearing. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin with your hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When it is your turn, come stand at the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I will call a second person's name to have a seat in those chairs right there by the door so that we can move quickly. While you're sitting there by the door, take a moment to get yourself ready to be on camera. So if that means you're moving a hat or a hoodie or taking your arms out of your shirt, you can do that while you're waiting for your turn. And that way, as you enter the room, you are going to be recorded. You'll be ready for that. At the end of your hearing, you're going to have paperwork handed to you, and this is the paperwork you need to hold on to. It will have the date, time, location of your next hearing, your attorney's phone number if I've appointed you one, as well as your bond and release conditions that you need to review. Keep that paperwork safe. It's important for you to have. We'll begin this morning with Ignacio Martinez Hernandez. Please come to the podium. Ignacio Martinez Hernandez. And then after that will be Dante Brown. Have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Ignacio Martinez Hernandez, December 25th, 2004.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case alleging manslaughter as a Class 2 felony and then endangerment as a Class 2 felony. This court did, so this was, right, okay. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on August 11th, and that's at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release under Arizona law, but it is a cash-only bond of $250,000 with an electronic monitoring device. If you're able to post that bond, make sure you follow your release conditions carefully. No contact with the decedent's next of kin. So those are considered victims under Arizona law. If you're not able to post the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. And you do have an attorney. Their phone number is on the second page of your paperwork.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Dante Brown, please come to the podium. Barry Stevens, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Dante Brown, January 13, 2003.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a new case alleging armed robbery with the threatening use of a deadly weapon, which is a Class 2 felony, and then aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It is a $25,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post that bond, you would have pretrial supervision. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witness, or complainant. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Barry Stevens, please come to the podium. Jean Nedukimweneo, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Barry Tanner Stevens, 8/18/92.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you may have violated terms 3, 4, and 5. You've been reinstated 8 times, and your whereabouts were unknown since May. So a warrant was issued for your arrest.
Yes.
An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is August 12th at 8:30 in the morning. Your bond is set at $3,000.
Okay.
If you're able to post it, call your probation officer and then go to your hearing, follow your terms of probation.
Right, I understand.
Okay, please
Thank
take your
you.
paperwork, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Jean, please come to the podium. I apologize, I think I said your name incorrectly. Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is Dukuminayo Jamari, January 1, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a justice court warrant alleging that you failed to appear multiple times. You've been through IA court here on July 14th of 2025, November 18th of 2025, and then most recently on March 26th of 2026. Each of those times you were told to go to West McDowell Justice Court, but you failed to appear. So today an attorney is being appointed for you. Your next hearing is again at West McDowell Justice Court, August 10th at 8:30 in the morning. Your bond is now $2,500. If you're able to post your bond, make sure you go to West McDowell Justice Court and get this taken care of. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and the sheriffs will transport you to the Justice Court. Please take your paperwork, sir. Tazio Tate, please come to the podium. Eric Rapama, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Tazio Dante Tate, January 26, 1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because you failed to go to your trial management conference.
Yeah.
I noted that they did request for the warrant to be quashed. There was a motion.
Okay.
And there was even a hearing held yesterday, August 4th. So I went and listened to the hearing to find out what happened. Because you did not attend, your warrant was affirmed. So you have an attorney in this case. Now you have another hearing date, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, and you have a $1,000 bond.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I got mixed up. I thought my court date was 7/23 and it was 6/23. As you can see, I've been going to court for this for like over a year. I've never missed no court dates.
Well, unfortunately, sir, you have, because I went back and I looked.
On this?
On this particular matter?
I've never failed to appear on this matter.
You did, and that's why a warrant was issued for
Well,
you.
I mean, this is the first time, but
And then they set a hearing for you, and your attorney assured the court that he had contact information for you and that you would be there on August 4th.
my attorney is a female, and I talked to her, and the communication with her is hard because she's always in court. She was supposed to let me know when the new court date was after I contacted her on 7/23, the day I thought court was.
Right.
She told me she would let me know when the new court date was to get the warrant quashed.
Right.
And I never heard from her.
Well, it was yesterday, and I went and I listened to the recording just to make sure that I didn't hold you on a bond that wasn't still valid. It is still valid.
Yeah, if I would have knew, I would have won. Like I don't never miss. It was just I just got mixed up with the court dates, and I went and I showed up on 7/23, and she was like, "You had court a month ago," and I was like, "What?"
So unfortunately, the judge made a ruling yesterday, and the warrant is affirmed. So it is a $1,000 bond. If you're able to post it, make sure you go to your next court date. It is August 11th. So the 11th is a week from Tuesday. So we
I can't be released to pretrial?
Oh, no, sir, not now. Yeah, please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Well, you need to take it because it has your court date on it.
It's August 11th.
Okay. Eric Rapama, please come to the podium. And then Beatriz Calleros, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Eric Anthony Palma, 66698.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on an arrest warrant. It is alleged that in July of 2026, you may have had dangerous drugs in your possession, and that is a Class 4 felony. So the state is now bringing charges against you. And on this one, excuse me, it was a failure to appear on a status conference on July 30th. Let me just double check. One moment, please. Yes. So you failed to go to your status conference, so they issued a warrant for your arrest. You have an attorney already. Your next court date's August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You also have a $1,000 bond.
All right.
If you're able to post it, go to your next hearing on the 11th. If not, you'll stay in custody. You'll be transported to your hearing.
All right.
Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Beatriz Calleros, please come to the podium. Jonathan Riano, have a seat by the door, please.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Beatriz Calleros, 2/14 of 1983.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today because you failed to go to a probation revocation arraignment hearing back in April of 2025. You have an attorney appointed. Your next hearing date's August 12th, 8:30 in the morning. You have a $1,000 bond. If you're able to post it, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Jonathan Riano, please come to the podium. Kristen Zaragoza Aguilar, have a seat by the door, please. Come on in, sir. Thank you. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jonathan Julius Riano,
And your birthday, sir?
1586.
Thank you, sir. You're here because of a probation violation warrant alleging you violated terms 3 and 5. So an attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing date is August 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You have a $500 bond. If you're able to post it, call your attorney, or excuse me, call your probation officer and go to your next hearing. If you cannot post it, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Christian Zaragoza Aguilar, please come to the podium. Charlotte Stewart, have a seat by the door, please.
How you doing? You going, Honor?
Please say your name and date of birth.
Christian Zaragoza Aguilar, February 9, 1988.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You are here on a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3 and 15. An attorney has been appointed for you, and your next hearing is August 12th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You have a bond of $250. If you're able to post it, call your probation officer and go to your next hearing.
Okay.
All right, please
Sure.
take your paperwork. Charlotte Stewart, please come to the podium. Leticia Linda Cruz, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Charlotte Stewart, 12/13/85.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3, 4, 7, and 13, and that you did not report for your 90-day deferred jail in January. So a warrant was issued for your arrest. Your next hearing is August 12th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. You have bond at $250. If you post that bond, make sure you call your probation officer and go to your next hearing. If you don't post the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Leticia Linda Cruz, please come to the podium. Terry Hill, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Leticia Linda Dela Cruz, 12/13/82.
Thank you, and I apologize for saying your name wrong.
That's okay.
You are here on a new case alleging aggravated domestic violence as a Class 5
I
felony.
can't hear you.
Okay, one moment, please. Okay. Do you have a hearing impairment, or do you just need me to speak loud?
Yeah, speak a little bit louder, please.
Okay. You're here on a new case. It's alleged you committed aggravated domestic violence as a Class 5 felony, also disobeying a court order as a misdemeanor. This court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is August 20th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix.
Okay, I had a question. Okay, sorry.
You're going to be released with an electronic monitoring device in a few hours. So you need to tell pretrial services about your work commitments or your other obligations, and they'll program that into your curfew on your electronic monitoring device. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not live there, but you can have what's called a civil standby, where you call local law enforcement. They'll go with you to pick up your things, medication identification, clothing, those type of things. You must obey the order of protection that was served on you.
Okay, but I was told that I was allowed to go back. She told me that I was okay. She was okay with me going back to the house. That's what, right after when I got released, she told me, you can come stay with me and I'm paying rent there. She told me I could stay there and if she was going to take up my restraining order.
Okay, so that didn't happen, ma'am. And so right now the court order still says you can't go there. And I need to caution you as well, because now that you're here on a felony allegation and you're being released, it's called felony pretrial release. If you were to get any other alleged felony, any felony at all, but especially one where maybe you violate the protective order or the no contact order, you would not be eligible for release the next time you came through IA court. So it's very serious. You need to read through your release order carefully, but you are going to be released in a few hours. Just realize you can't go back without that law enforcement escort. So you have to call them and they'll go with you. Okay. Please take your paperwork, ma'am.
Thank you.
Harry Hill, please come to the podium. Eric Mendeville, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Harry Hill, 12/21/72.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on an arrest warrant. It's alleged that you had dangerous drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony and drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. These are both from August of 2025. So the state has now brought charges against you. This court is appointing an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is August 20th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are going to be released under pretrial services in a few hours. So call them once you are released. The phone number's on your paperwork. And then when they call you to remind you about your court date, answer the phone and go to your hearing. All right, please take your paperwork.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good day.
You as well. Eric Mendeville, please come to the podium. Caden Harvey, have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Eric Mendeville, July 27th, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It is alleged you may have committed 4 counts organized retail theft as a Class 4 felony and 1 count organized retail theft with an artifice as a Class 4 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, August 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released on your promise to go to your hearing and follow the release conditions.
Yes, ma'am.
You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to enter any Plato's closets while this case is pending.
Yes, ma'am.
Please take your paperwork. Caden Harvey, please come to the podium. Nola Boyle, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
It's Caden Harvey in 1/6/1999.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a new case alleging 4 counts organized retail theft as a Class 4 felony, 1 count shoplifting with an artifice as a Class 4 felony, and then 1 count shoplifting as a Class 5 felony. It's because of different actions. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is August 20th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are going to be released on your promise to go to that hearing. I do understand you are also under Pima County probation, so you need to report this law enforcement contact to them and let them know about your court dates. Because you are under Pima County probation, you are allowed to travel outside of Maricopa County to attend any court dates you have down there or check-ins that you might have with Pima County. But otherwise, you need to make sure you come to the hearing downtown Phoenix on August 20th. If for some reason you're not able to come, for instance, maybe they violate you down there on your probation, call your attorney and talk with them about that so they can put in the appropriate motion.
Okay.
All right.
I actually live in Tucson. Is that
That's not Maricopa. That's why I'm telling you, you may travel outside of Maricopa.
okay? To live, I can live in Tucson. Just make sure I make it to my court date.
That's correct.
Okay.
And if there's any reason that you think you're not going to, talk to your attorney ahead of time.
Of course.
Okay.
Alrighty,
Please take
thank
your
you.
paperwork. Nola Boyle, please come to the podium, and then we'll have Ronaldo Cruz. Have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nola Francis Boyle, 6/8/1968.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a justice court warrant. It is alleging that you were driving under the influence as a combination of drugs, alcohol, vapors, and possibly with metabolites in your system. These are alleged as misdemeanors. So an attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is at San Marcos Justice Court on August 25th at 10 in the morning. You are going to be released on your promise to go out there to this hearing.
Okay, where is San Marcos?
The address is on your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
If you fail to go, they will issue a warrant for your arrest that does carry bond.
Right, I am going to go.
Good. Please take your paperwork.
Thank you.
Okay. Un momento, por favor. Siéntase, por favor.
For the range of rewarding career opportunities.
Good morning. This is Commissioner Gentry. Is this the Spanish language interpreter?
Yes, this is the interpreter.
Before we begin, I need to ask you if you will swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English to Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish to English exactly as we say them or to the best of your ability.
I do.
Thank you. We will begin. Mr. Ronaldo Jose Cruz, please come to the podium.
Hola, señor Ronaldo José Cruz. Mi nombre es Luis. Estaré sirviendo como intérprete. Interpretaré lo que diga. Lo mantendré confidencial. Por favor, acérquese a lo que es el pupitre.
Mi nombre es Ronaldo José Cruz. Soy del 01 del 1190.
My name is Ronaldo José Cruz. Date of birth 01/11/90.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case.
Gracias, señor. Usted está aquí el día de hoy con un caso nuevo.
It was alleged that you committed one count, burglary in the second degree, which is a class 3 felony.
Bien. Es alegado que usted hizo lo que fue alegadamente un robo del segundo grado, que ya llega a ser una felonía, clase felonía.
Also, one count aggravated assault as a class 4 felony and one count aggravated assault as a class 6 felony.
Bien, también hay un cargo de agresión. Esto ya viene siendo un caso agravado, felonía.
Also, criminal damage as a misdemeanor.
También daño criminal como un menor.
This court has appointed an attorney to assist you.
Esta corte o audiencia ha asignado a un abogado para que le represente a usted.
Your next hearing is August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix.
Su próxima audiencia va a ser para la fecha del 11 de agosto a las 8:30 de la mañana en el centro de Phoenix o downtown Phoenix.
You are eligible for release. Your bond is set at $50,000 secured.
Bien, ¿está usted apto para ser puesto en libertad? Su fianza está puesta a $50,000 asegurado.
If you post your bond, you would have an electronic monitoring device that restricts where and when you can go places.
Si usted paga la fianza, se le colocará un monitoreo electrónico que monitoreará y limitará a dónde usted puede dirigirse y hasta dónde puede ir.
You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants.
Bien, usted no va a poder regresar a lo que es el lugar donde supuestamente ocurrió estos actos, ni tampoco tener contacto con la víctima o cualquiera de los testigos.
You must obey any order of protection that is served on you.
Debe de aceptar y básicamente seguir cualquier orden de protección que sea puesta contra usted.
You are cautioned that you must not have victim contact whether you are in custody or out of custody, or it may result in additional felony charges of aggravated harassment.
Básicamente se le advierte que usted no puede tener ningún tipo de contacto con las víctimas, ni estando en custodia, ni estando fuera de custodia, ya que esto puede ser dignado como otro cargo en contra de usted de lo que sería lo que es agresión o lo que es contacto agravante.
If that happened while you were out of custody, you would no longer be eligible for bail.
Si esto ocurre o pasa una vez que usted esté fuera de la custodia, no tendrá usted opción para poder salir en libertad otra vez, con fianza.
Okay. All of this information is on your paperwork, including your attorney's phone number.
Toda esta información se le fue dada en el papel, incluyendo el número de teléfono de su abogado.
Please take your paperwork, sir.
Por favor, tome su papeleo, señor.
Okay. Thank you, translator. We appreciate your service to the court this morning. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Likewise, thank you for using our service. Have a good one.
So we do have 3 defendants that we will be seeing as house calls. The first person is Christopher Secanti, date of birth 11/15/1958. He is exhibiting bizarre behavior. He's here on 2 matters. The first one is a new case alleging aggravated assault against a first responder as a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed for him. His next hearing is August 11th, 8:30 in the morning. He has a $250 bond on his new case. His other matter is a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3, 5, and 15. His whereabouts have been unknown since 2024. So an attorney has been appointed. His next hearing is August 12th, 8:30 in the morning. He has a $500 bond. So altogether, he has $750 in bond and the standard terms and conditions for someone on standard probation. The next individual is Anthony Rodriguez. He is being combative. His date of birth is 12/6/1982. He's here on a municipal court warrant. It is alleging driving under the influence with a BAC of 0.08 or more, 0.15 to 0.2, 0.2 or more. So all 4 of these allegations are alleged as misdemeanors. An attorney has been appointed. His next hearing is at Peoria Municipal Court, August 11th at 9 a.m. And he does have a $500 bond. If he's able to post it, he should not possess or consume any alcohol, drugs without a valid prescription, and that includes marijuana, THC, and CBD products. The last individual is Eric Ailman, who is being combative. His date of birth is 5/13/1995. He has 7 cases. The first one is a new case alleging aggravated assault, domestic violence, impeding breathing as a felony, disorderly conduct and assault as misdemeanors. This court found probable cause, appointed an attorney for him, and his next hearing is August 11th, downtown Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning. He's still eligible for release. It is a $50,000 secured appearance bond with electronic monitoring device and conditions that include not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants, no weapons, drugs, no alcohol, do not leave the state. He must obey any order of protection, and he will be cautioned that the no victim contact order does apply whether he is in or out of custody. The other 6 matters are all his probation cases. So in each of them, he has a new term 1 violation. An attorney has been appointed for him, and he'll have a hearing the following day, August 12th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. I have put a $100 secured appearance bond on each of those 6 probation cases. So altogether, he is looking at $50,000, $50,600. If he's able to post it, I'll remind him to follow his terms and conditions of probation, and especially the no victim contact orders in his new case. It is not my intention to return to this recording. If there's any changes, they'll be reflected in the written order. At this time, the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar stands in recess until 8 a.m. All right.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. Do we have a Spanish interpreter on the line?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning. This is the time set for the 8 a.m. initial appearance calendar on August 5th.
Buenos días, este es el calendario de comparecencia inicial de las 8 de la mañana del día 5 de agosto.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month
Las órdenes del tribunal de que la oficina del comisario les tome las huellas dactilares y muestras de ADN que fueron dadas el primer día del mes
shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
deberán de aplicarse a todas las causas del calendario del día de hoy.
I will call you each one at a time to the podium.
Voy a hablarles uno por uno para que pasen a estar frente al podio.
I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room.
Y voy a nombrar una segunda persona que va a tener que sentarse en la silla que está a la entrada de la sala.
I will let you know what you are here for.
Les voy a hacer saber por qué están aquí.
If I have appointed an attorney,
Si es que se les ha asignado algún abogado.
if you have a bond,
Si es que tienen fianza.
and what your release conditions are.
Y cuáles son sus medidas cautelares.
And Mr. Interpreter, do you have a copy of the Victim's Rights Advisement?
I think, yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Okay, if you don't mind, I will read it in English in full, and then I'll give you an opportunity to interpret. Does that work?
Yes, no problem, Your Honor.
Okay. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Si es usted una víctima de un delito pendiente en esta sala, se le notifica que usted tiene derechos en base a las leyes de Arizona, que entre otras incluye el derecho a ser tratado con imparcialidad, respeto, dignidad, a contar con un juicio expedito, estar presente en las etapas procesales, decidir si quiere o no ser entrevistado por el acusado o su abogado, el ser escuchado antes de que el juez tome alguna decisión sobre medidas cautelares, la negociación de un acuerdo, la programación de audiencias y la imposición de pena, y recibir indemnización de una persona que sea condenada de haberle ocasionado esa pérdida. Si todavía no se le ha proveído con una copia impresa de todos los derechos de las víctimas, por favor contacte al Departamento de Servicios de Víctimas de la Oficina de la Fiscalía.
And do we have the headphones ready? Yes. They already have them? Yes. Okay, perfect. If I could have Gabriel Valencia to the podium.
Gabriel Valencia, si puede pasar al podio.
And Ramon Ibarra to the chair.
Y Ramón Ibarra, por favor, pase a sentarse en la silla.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Gabriel Antonio Valencia Alfaro, November 8, 2004.
Gabriel Antonio Valencia Alfaro, November 8, 2004.
Thank you, sir. You are here today because a grand jury warrant was issued for your arrest. It has an offense date of January 12th of 2026, and it is for one count of leaving an accident with a death or injury, a Class 3 felony, one count of aggravated DUI with a license that was previously suspended or revoked for a DUI, a Class 4 felony, one count of aggravated DUI, your third DUI, a Class 4 felony, and one count of aggravated DUI with a passenger under the age of 15, a Class 6 felony. I am appointing an attorney to represent you, and I'm setting a hearing on August 12th at 8:30 in the morning. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. In the event you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You have alcohol, drug testing, and monitoring. You also have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol, and you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. This will all be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
Sí, can I enter in Spanish? So, cuando me agarraron me dijeron que tenía orden de arresto, pero a mí nunca me llegó ni un papel. Y la policía me dijo que me iba a llevar un papel, pero nunca me llegó ni una corte ni nada.
When the police officers arrest me, they told me that I had an arrest warrant. However, they told me that I should have received that arrest warrant in my home, but I'd never received any document.
This is a grand jury warrant, which means they did not mail you any documents to inform you prior to your arrest that this warrant had been issued. So there was likely no way for you to have known this warrant was issued at the time it was issued.
Es que como ellos me dijeron que me iban a mandar una cita para que tuviera una corte, so yo eso estaba esperando.
The thing is that since they told me that I was going to receive an order so that I could be in a hearing, I was waiting for that document to have that hearing.
It appears as though the state chose to bring this before a grand jury. The grand jury did indict you on these charges, and as a result, this warrant was issued. Because that process took place, they did set a bond in the amount of $50,000 that will need to be posted in order to be released from custody.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if you'll take a step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. All right, if we could have Ramon Ibarra to the podium.
Ramón Ibarra, si puede pasar al podio.
And Nicholas Schooler to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
¿Nos puede dar su nombre y fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
Ramón Hernán Burruel Ibarra.
Ramón Hernán Burruel Ibarra.
Sí. 1985, el 19 de enero.
January 19, 1985.
Thank you, sir. You are here today because a direct complaint was filed. It has an offense date of March 22nd of 2026. It is for one count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. I am appointing an attorney to represent you, and I'm setting 2 hearing dates. You will have a status conference August 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. In this case, I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear. You do have written conditions of release. You are not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You must attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and then you will be held on a bond. Did you have any questions?
Lo que pasa es que yo no he venido porque nunca me llegó a mí eso de que tenía que venir a una corte. Me dijeron a mí que me iba a llegar un papel, pero nunca me llegó.
Un momento, por favor. The thing is that they told me that I was going to receive a document, but I never received any document. That's why I didn't show before.
It looks like the address they had on file, the mail was returned to the court. They attempted to send it multiple times, but it was returned to sender. Because of that, a warrant issued for your arrest. Anything further?
No.
No.
Please take a step to your left and the officer will get you that paperwork. And do you mind making a general call to the gallery for me?
No problem, Your Honor. ¿Habrá alguna otra persona que requiera los servicios de intérprete en español?
All right, nobody is indicating that they will need your assistance. I do appreciate your help this morning. Feel free to disconnect at your convenience.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Oh, you know what, Mr. Wilson? Somebody
Yes.
may have just raised their hand. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry about
No
that.
problem. Yeah, no problem.
We're just going to confirm really quick. Will she need the interpreter?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know her name?
Last name, Farah, Diana?
Thank you. All right, it does look like we have another person and they are putting on the headphones.
No problem, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Diana Parra, octubre 11 del 2001.
Diana Parra, October 11, 2001.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on two cases. You are here today on a new case, as well as a warrant that was issued. Your new charge is for one count of driving with a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have a hearing in the Country Meadows Justice Court on August 10th at 8:30 in the morning. Your second case is a warrant from the Ajo Justice Court. In that case, they allege that you were driving with a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a hearing in the Ajo Justice Court August 10th at 8:30. You may have noticed that you have two hearing dates, the same date and time, but at different locations. I'm unable to change that for you today, so I've included the phone number for the Country Meadows Justice Court in your paperwork. You will need to contact them and let them know of the conflict and see if they will move your hearing date to a different date and time. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 in each case for a total bond of $1,000. In the event you post that bond and are released, you do have written conditions. You are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You must attend all of your future hearings. Failure to appear at these hearings will result in a warrant and forfeiture of your bond. Did you have any questions, ma'am? All right, she's shaking her head no. If you will please take a step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. All right, that should conclude all of our Spanish matters. Again, thank you so much for being here this morning.
No problem, Your Honor. Thank you.
Can I have Nicholas Schooler to the podium and Kyle Rice to the chair? Can I get your name and date of birth?
Nicholas Schooler, 2/17/99.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on 3 cases. You're here today on a new case as well as 2 probation violation warrants that were issued. Your new charges are for 1 count of theft means of transportation, a class 3 felony, 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony. And then your probation violation warrants allege that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. For purposes of your new case, I'm not finding probable cause on the dangerous drug charge. They do allege fentanyl, which is a narcotic drug under Arizona law. So I'm not finding probable cause. It doesn't mean it's dismissed. They may change that charge to a narcotic drug possession. I am finding probable cause on the other charges, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You do have 3 hearings coming up. You have a status conference, August 11th at 8:30, a probation revocation hearing, August 12th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing, August 13th at 8:30. So 3 hearing dates, 3 days in a row next week. On your new charges, you have a secured appearance bond of $10,000. In each probation case, it is $250. So you have a total bond of $10,500. In the event you post that bond and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. That'll be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions? Please take a step to your left and you have to look at that for you. Kyle Rice to the podium and Christopher White to the chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get your name and date of birth?
Kyle Rice, 6/21/1994.
Do you mind repeating your date of birth?
Huh?
Can you repeat your date of birth? I couldn't understand you.
6/21/1994.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on 2 cases. You're here today on a new case as well as a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. Your new charges are for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony, and 1 count of false report to law enforcement, a class 1 misdemeanor. For purposes of today's hearing only, I'm not finding probable cause for the narcotic drugs or drug paraphernalia charge. It doesn't mean it's dismissed. I just don't have enough information today as it relates to those charges. As it relates to the failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you, they allege you failed to appear at a hearing with an underlying charge of dangerous drugs and drug paraphernalia. I'm going to affirm the attorney on the failure to appear case, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you on your new charges. I'm going to set a status conference August 11th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 13th at 8:30. That applies to both cases. On the case you failed to appear, you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. On your new charges, you have a placeholder bond of $50. In the event you post both bonds and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription, and you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. This will all be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions? Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get that paperwork for you. Christopher White to the podium, Javon Watson to the chair. Good morning. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Christopher White, 6/10/97.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 cases. They're all probation violation warrants that allege you violated terms 3 and 15 of your probation. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing August 12th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $350 in one case, $250 in the second, and $150 in the third, for a total bond of $750. In the event you post that and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. That will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
Say it again, about the probation part?
So once you're released from custody, you must contact your probation officer within.
Oh, okay, that's what you said. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get that for you. Javon Watson to the podium. Freddie Moorhead to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Javon Watson, 09/25/1998.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on a warrant from the Peoria Municipal Court. They allege you violated your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on August 11th at 9 a.m. In this case, you do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you post that and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. That will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
How did I violate probation?
So the warrant just simply says that they issued a probation violation warrant. Because this is out of the municipal court, I don't have any additional information. You'll have to talk to the judge or the state prosecutor at that hearing as to the allegations for that. They didn't list it in the actual warrant.
And it's from 2021?
Let me double check. The warrant issued July 30th of 2026. The underlying offense that placed you on probation is from 2021.
Yeah, if it's a misdemeanor and I can only be placed on probation for 3 years, how am I still on probation if I've been to prison and back like several times?
It's likely that you didn't finish complying with your probation there, and so they probably extended it
They extended it.
if you weren't in compliance with it. But again, because this is a municipal court case, I don't have any of the actual underlying information. I just have the warrant that they issued. It indicates it was a disorderly conduct charge from March 23rd of 2021 with a probation violation warrant issuing July 30th of 2026. Anything further, sir?
When's my next court date?
Your hearing date will be on August 11th at 9 a.m. in the Peoria Municipal Court.
And what's today?
Today is August 5th. If you take a step to your left, the officer will get that for you. Freddie Moorhead to the podium. Dalton Galaviz to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Freddie Moorhead, 1/18/73.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you related to a case for narcotic drugs and dangerous drugs. I am going to affirm the attorney previously appointed and set a status conference, August 13th at 8:30. In this case, you do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you post that and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You'll also need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. Failing to appear will result in another warrant and forfeiture of your bond. Did you have any questions, sir?
Wednesday, what court day was?
Your next court date is August 13th at 8:30 in the morning.
It's August now. August.
We're August 5th today. Thank you, sir. Dalton Galaviz to the podium and Patricia Bailey to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Dalton Galaviz, 7/15/89.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a probation violation warrant that was issued with allegations that you violated terms 6, 7, 11, and 12. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing, August 12th at 8:30. In this case, you do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $350. In the event you post that and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. That will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get that for you.
Thank you.
Patricia Bailey to the podium. Joel Claus to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Patricia Bailey, 10/13/1994.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you related to your probation case. I am going to affirm the attorney previously appointed and set a probation hearing, August 12th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. In the event you post that and are released, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You also must ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear again, another warrant will issue and you'd forfeit any bond you posted. This will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Please take a step to your left and the officer will get that for you. Joel to the podium and Christian to the chair.
Morning.
Good morning. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Joel Michael Claus, 9/15/1988.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you're here today on a warrant from the West Mesa Justice Court. I do note that you were previously seen by this court yesterday. It looks like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you were held non-bondable. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do on this case is you're here because a warrant was issued alleging you failed to pay some fines or complete some classes related to a criminal trespass charge from 2025. Since you're currently in custody being held non-bondable on another case, I'm going to appoint an attorney. I'm going to set a hearing in the West Mesa Justice Court August 10th at 8:30. I'm going to put a placeholder bond of $50. I don't want you to post that because you're not going to get released because you're being held non-bondable on the other case until you find out what happens with that case, What this does, it ensures that you get credit for any time served and you're transported for any hearings. If you ultimately get released on the other cases and you're still being held on this case, then you can post the $50 in order to be released. But
Okay.
otherwise, you'll be transported to that hearing, okay?
All right,
Any questions?
sounds good.
All right, take a step to your left. The officer will get that for you. Christian stairs to the podium. Victor to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Christian Stairs, October 16, 2000.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. One count of criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You have 2 hearings, status conference August 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services, but you do have written conditions. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. With your paperwork, you're going to get an envelope. You must read the instructions and contact pretrial services within 72 hours of your release, and then ensure you go to all of your future hearings. Failing to appear at any hearing will result in a warrant and being held on a bond at your next hearing. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get that for you. Victor to the podium and Gabriel to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Victor Garibaldi, 1980,
What month and day were you born?
November 24.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case for one count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony, and one count of criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. For purposes of today's hearing only, I'm not finding probable cause for the dangerous drugs or the drug paraphernalia. It doesn't mean they're dismissed. It just means I don't have enough information for purposes of today. I am finding probable cause as it relates to the criminal trespass. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set 2 hearings, a status conference August 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. You do have written conditions. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. With your paperwork, you're going to get an envelope. You need to read the instructions and contact pretrial services within 72 hours of your release. Did you have any questions, sir?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get that for you. Gabriel to the podium and Brittany to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Gabriel Hinch, 4/18/2000.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of criminal trespass of a residential structure and drug paraphernalia possession, both Class 6 felonies. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference August 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear, but you do have written conditions of release. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. That'll be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get that for you. Brittany to the podium and Jay Lynn to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Brittany Erskevich, it's July 26, 1990.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case for one count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You have a status conference August 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear, but you do have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. This will be included in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get that paperwork for you. Jay Lynn to the podium and Nicole to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Jalen Fields, 8/10/07.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. You're here for one count of criminal damage and one count of assault, both Class 1 misdemeanors. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the El Mirage Municipal Court on August 25th at 8:30 a.m. I did receive a victim statement in this case, and I have taken that into consideration. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear, but you do have written conditions of release, and I am going to caution you to read them very carefully because you do have an alleged victim in this case that I do believe is your spouse. At this time, you are not to have contact with the alleged victim if they do not consent to that. It does appear based on the victim's statement, they may at least consent to some contact. However, if they revoke that contact or consent, then you're not to have any contact with that person, okay, during the pendency of this case.
Okay.
This will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please take a step to your left. The officer will get that for you. Nicole to the podium and Rebecca to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Nicole, 8380,
And your last name?
Cisliano, Cooper.
Do you also go by Cooper?
I did, yeah.
Is that a maiden name?
It's my ex-husband's name.
Cooper is?
Mm-hmm.
And then your other name is that?
Nicole Cisliano, that's my maiden name.
Okay. And you said your date of birth was August 3rd, 1980?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're here today on a new case for obstruction of refusal to provide a true name, a class 2 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, but I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you, but you may hire an attorney if you would like. You're going to have a hearing in the Kyrene Justice Court, August 19th at 9:30 in the morning. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear. You do have written conditions. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. That will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
Nothing.
Please take a step to your left and the officer will get that for you. Rebecca to the podium and Stephen to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Rebecca Prang, 6/19/81.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case for 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony. For purposes of today's hearing only, I am not finding probable cause for the charges listed. It doesn't mean they're dismissed. It means I don't have enough information today. They may test this substance and move forward with the charges. I'm still appointing an attorney to represent you, and I'm going to give you hearing dates. Failure to appear at these hearing dates will still result in warrants being issued for your arrest, so you must attend. You have a status conference August 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. This will all be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left and the officer will get that for you. Stephen Castillo to the podium. May I get your name and date of birth?
Stephen Castillo, 10/17/1992.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a class 4 felony. For purposes of today's hearing only, I am not finding probable cause for this charge. It doesn't mean it's dismissed. It means I don't have enough information today. They could test this substance and move forward. I'm still appointing an attorney, and I'm going to give you 2 hearing dates. Failure to appear at these hearing dates will still result in a warrant being issued for your arrest, so you must attend. You have a status conference August 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing August 24th at 8:30. This will all be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No. Am I released today?
You will be released as to these charges.
Thank you.
All right, please take a step to your left. This does conclude our 8 a.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 11 a.m.
Question.
Yes.
These two case numbers aren't matching up.
Okay, we have our notes already. Yeah. Okay. They're not matching?
No, because on our docket, it's all the same.
All right.
Right, let's try stand.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. Please be seated. All right, and I think we have Spanish on the line right now. With both, okay. All right, and can the two interpreters hear me?
I can hear you, Your Honor, Spanish interpreter.
Okay, thank you. Because what I'm trying to figure out is who I should take first on interpretation.
Usually lesser used languages, so the other interpreter would go first, yes.
Thank you. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't stepping on anybody's expectations. Okay, Mr. Hirwa, thank you for being here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Let me have my staff check because I barely heard you, so I think we have a sound issue on our end. Hold on. Okay, can we test your microphone again, sir?
Hear me now?
Oh, let's see. And we're having trouble. Here it says, I'm not, so it might be, are you using a headphone microphone? Okay, one more time. Oh, here he comes. Okay, yeah, we're going to let you in on another line. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect. Thank you. All right. And this is Mr. Nameye. Will you please come to the, oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for August 5th, 2026. The court's orders for fingerprints and DNA made on the first calendar of the month will also apply to these hearings. And if you, do you need that again, Mr. Hirwa?
Yes, please.
Okay. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for August 5th, 2026.
Uyu ni umwanya wo gusoma ibyaha abantu baregwa itariki 5 z'ukwa munani isaa karindari saa 5.
And do you want to go in Spanish too, Mr. Mancia? This is
my apologies, Your Honor. I didn't know we were going to do that, so I can.
Well, I didn't either, so I'm just thinking we might as well. Let's just go 3 times for everything. So do you need that again, Mr. Mancia?
Yes, one more time. I apologize.
No problem. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for August 5th, 2026.
Esta es la vista.
Go ahead.
Esta es la lista de causas para la vista incoatoria en las 11 de la mañana en el agosto 5.
Okay. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of the month will also apply to all matters on this calendar. And then we'll do Mr. Hirwa first, please.
Urukiko rutegeka yuko abaregwa bafatwa ibikumwe hanyuma na DNA iyo byakozwe mu ntangiriro z'ukwezi birakorwa uwo bitakoreweho bigakorwa nanone.
Todas las órdenes para toma de ADN y tomas de huellas dactilares para de la fecha del primero también aplicará para todas las causas vistas hoy.
Right, and now I must read the victim's rights advisement before I call the first case. Go ahead.
Kuri ubu ngubu bagiye gusoma uburenganzira bakorewe ibyaha baba bafite.
Ahora voy a leer los derechos de víctima, el aviso de este antes de llamar el primer caso.
And gentlemen, for the interpreters, I'll try to pause every couple phrases or so, okay? So when I pause, you can go ahead, Mr. Hurwa. All right. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before the court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law.
Ubaye uri umuntu wakorewe ibyaha umenyeshejwe yuko ufite uburenganzira bwo kumenyeshwa no kuba wahabwa ijambo ukaba ubyemererwa n'amategeko.
Si usted es una víctima de un crimen en un caso pendiente ante el tribunal, se le advierte de que usted tiene derechos.
Those rights include, among others, the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, and the right to a speedy trial.
Muri ubwo burenganzira harimo uburenganzira bwo guhabwa agaciro, ukubahwa no kuba urubanza rwaburanishwa mu buryo bwihuse.
Entre esos derechos está el derecho de que se le trate de manera justa, respetuosa, con dignidad y que se agilice su causa, un juicio oral rápido.
The right to be present at court proceedings and to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney.
Ufite uburenganzira bwo kuza mu rukiko no kumenyeshwa igihe amatariki yo kuza mu rukiko azaberaho, kandi ukaba wahitamo kuba wabazwa ibibazo n'umunyamategeko w'uregwa cyangwa se ukahakana kutabazwa ibibazo mu bushake bwawe.
El derecho a estar presente en las audiencias en el tribunal y ser entrevistado o no por el parte acusada o el abogado de la parte acusada.
The right to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing.
Hakaba harimo n'uburenganzira bundi uhabwa, harimo kumenyeshwa niba uwagukora ibyaha yarekuwe cyangwa se nimba yahawe kwemera ibyaha byagabanyijwe, hanyuma n'igihe n'ibijyanye no gukatirwa kwe.
El derecho a que se le oiga su punto de vista sobre cualquier libertad provisional o libertad o negociación de un convenio resolutorio o programación o sentencia.
And the right to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss.
Kandi nanone ugahabwa n'uburenganzira bwo guhabwa indishyi ku byo umuntu yakwangirije byose.
Y el derecho a recibir indemnización de una persona que le haya causado alguna pérdida.
If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Niba warakorewe ibyaha ukaba utarahawe amategeko cyangwa se waramenyeshejwe ibijyanye n'uburenganzira bwawe nk'uwakorewe ibyaha, wavugana n'abo mu biro by'ubugenzacyaha bakabasha kuguha ubwo burenganzira bwawe mu nyandiko.
Si todavía no ha recibido por escrito los derechos de la víctima, entonces puede comunicarse con la División de Víctimas de la Oficina de la Fiscalía.
All right, Mr. Yamin Nemeye, will you please come to the podium?
Yamin Nemeye, ngwino wegere hano imbere.
Please come. Good morning, sir. Please wait for the interpreter and then tell me your full name and your date of birth.
Waramutse, uzajya utegereza umusemuzi asobanure, wavuga amazina yawe n'amatariki yawe y'amavuko.
Amazina yanjye banyita Nemeye Yamin, navutse ku itariki 1 y'ukwezi kwa mbere 1992.
My name is Nemeye Yamin. I was born on January 1st, 1992.
All right, thank you. You have, pardon me. You've been arrested on the following allegations.
wafashwe ku byaha uregwa ibyaha bikurikira:
Hit and run involving death or a serious physical injury, which is a class 2 felony.
kugonga warangiza ntuhagarara hagonze ukahahunga ukaba wateje ikibazo kirimo gukomeretsa umuntu cyangwa se no kuba yahapfira, akaba ari icyaha mpanabyaha cyo mu cyiciro cya kabiri.
And causing an accident involving serious physical injury or death as a class 1 misdemeanor.
hamwe no guteza impanuka za kwangiriza umuntu ibintu cyangwa se zikamugirira nabi hakaba havamo n'urupfu.
Based on what the police submitted, there is probable cause for these offenses, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Nshingiye ku byo iraporo za polisi zivuga, biragaragara yuko hari impamvu zifatika zo kugufata kuri bino byaha. Nkaba nguhaye umunyamategeko cyangwa se umwavoka wa leta uzagufasha kuburana.
I am scheduling your next 2 court dates in the case.
Ngiye kuguha amatariki abiri yo kuzitabiraho mu rukiko.
The first one is a status conference on August 11th at 8:30 in the morning.
Itariki ya mbere niyo kureba uburyo iburanisha rizagendamo, akazaba ari ku itariki 11 z'ukwa munani saa 2:00 za mu gitondo.
Your preliminary hearing will be August 13th at 8:30 in the morning.
Hanyuma n'itariki yo kureba niba hari impamvu zifatika zo kuguhata ni ku itariki 13 z'ukwa munani saa 2:00 za mu gitondo.
The dates and the court address will be on the paperwork we give you at the end of the hearing.
Aya matariki n'amasaha hamwe n'aho urukiko ruherereye urabihabwa ku mpapuro bari buguhe mu nyuma, bari buguha urupapuro byanditseho.
Based on what the police have alleged against you, the court finds that you pose a risk of danger to the community and a risk of fleeing to avoid prosecution in this case.
Shingiye ku byo iraporo za polisi zivuga nuko uteje inkeke, bigaragara yuko washyira ubuzima bw'abantu mu kaga kandi yuko bishoboka ko wanatoroka kugira ngo uhunge kuzaburanishwa.
The court sets bond in your case at $150,000. That is a secured appearance bond.
Urukiko rwagushyiriyeho amafaranga 150,000 ugomba kwishyura byibuze kugira ngo ube wakwemererwa kuburana uri hanze.
Secured means you can use the services of a bail bond company to possibly post bail for less than the full amount.
Iyo bivuze aya mafaranga ushobora gushaka abagufasha gutanga makeya andi ugatanga ingwate.
You have other conditions of release that will be in writing. I will read you some of them now.
Andi mabwiriza urahabwa mu nyandiko ariko ngiye kugusomera amwe muri ayo ngayo.
You may not have any contact with the alleged victim.
Ntabwo wemerewe kuvugana n'abantu wakoreye ibyaha.
You may not have any contact with any witnesses or arresting officers in the case.
Ntabwo wemerewe kuvugana n'abatangabuhamya hamwe n'abapolisi bagufasha.
You may not possess or consume any alcohol or any drugs without a valid prescription.
Ntabwo kandi wemerewe gukoresha inzoga, ibiyobyabwenge cyangwa se n'indi miti utandikiwe na muganga.
You may not leave the state without the advance permission of the court.
Ntabwo kandi wemerewe kurenga imbibi z'iyi leta utabyemerewe n'urukiko.
And if you are out of custody, you must keep the court notified with proof of any new address.
Mu gihe waba usohotse ukajya hanze ugomba kumenyesha urukiko address zaho utuye mu gihe cyose ihindutse.
Finally, you may not drive any motor vehicle at any time.
Kandi ntabwo wemerewe gutwara imodoka igihe icyo ari cyo cyose.
Everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you will please step to your left, the officers will provide you your copy.
ibintu byose ukeneye urabihabwa mu nyandiko. Jya ku ruhande rw'ibumoso, uwo mupolisi uri aho ngaho arabiguha mu nyandiko ibumoso bwawe, umuntu uri ibumoso bwawe. Urakoze.
ariko nari mfite ikibazo. So nari ndahitaba tariki, nari mfite imanda yo kwitaba tariki ubwo munsi tariki 5 muri ko nibare mu ntuza muri koti nyine byerekeranye iby'umugore.
I have a question. I was supposed to go to court August 5 in a case involving my wife.
Today is August 5, so it is unlikely you will be able to attend that court hearing, even if you do post the bail immediately.
Ntabwo biri bukunde yuko ujya mu rukiko kuri by'ibyo bindi kubera yuko ntibikunda. Uyu munsi turi ku itariki 5, yewe niyo watanga ayo mafaranga ngo usohoke ntabwo wasohokera igihe ngo ubashe kujya muri urwo rukiko rundi.
But that is not a situation that changes the court's decision in your case.
Kandi ibyo ngibyo ntacyo byahindura ku mwanzuro w'urukiko.
Okay.
All right. If you take your paperwork, thank you.
Thank you.
May the interpreter be excused?
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Ana. Have a good day.
You too. All right, Mr. Morgado Gonzalez, will you go to the podium? Then we're going to do Jose Madrigal. Okay.
May I instruct them to put,
Please,
will they bring
please,
the headsets in? Sí, ¿se puede poner los audífonos, por favor?
Oh, he's looking for him. Tell him 1 second.
Un momento, se los traen.
All right. Good morning, sir. Can you confirm that you can hear the interpreter?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you. May I please have your full name and your date of birth?
Oraldo Morgado González, 24/12 de 1967.
Orlando Morado Gonzalez, 24/12 of 67.
All right, thank you. 1 moment, okay? All right, sir. You have been arrested in a new case, and the aggregate allegations are aggravated assault. I apologize. I need to change this paperwork to correct that. This is a, let me double check. 1 moment. Maybe I don't. Okay, sorry. I was confusing this with a different case. All right. This is aggravated assault by the impeding of breathing or strangulation in an intimate relationship, which is a class 4 felony. Also, disorderly conduct as a class 1 misdemeanor. Based on what the police submitted, there is probable cause for those crimes, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in this case. You have 2 court dates coming up. They will be in the downtown Phoenix Superior Court. The first is a status conference, August 11th, which is about 1 week from now, 8:30 in the morning. Then your preliminary hearing will be August 13th at 8:30 in the morning. The court address in downtown Phoenix will be on your paperwork. Based on what the police have alleged against you, the court has grave concerns about the safety of the alleged victim in your case, and the court believes that a significant bail is required to reduce that risk. You will have to post a $50,000 secured appearance bond to be released in this case. If you do that, you will be on an ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. You may not have any contact with her whatsoever, not from inside the jail, and if you post the bond, not from outside the jail. You may not respond to any contact from her. You may not go to the scene of the alleged crimes. You may not have any contact with the witnesses, which include apparently the store employees. You may not live where the alleged victim lives.
No, okay.
No, no, no.
Are you
okay.
tight? If you do have a common residence with her, you can do a civil standby with a law enforcement officer to collect belongings, but you may not go to that location on your own. You may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid license. Do not leave the state of Arizona without the advance permission of the court. If you are served with any order of protection or order against harassment, you must comply with that as well. Everything I just told you is on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, the officers will give you a copy and you can hand them the headphones. Thank you. And then Mr. Madrigal, you can come in.
Puede pasar, señor Madrigal.
And after that, Yolanda Reyna, will you please go to the chair? Yolanda? She might be asleep. Okay. All right. Hello, sir. May I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Sí, estoy oyendo. Mi nombre es José Luis Madrigal.
Yes, I'm hearing. My name is Jose Luis Madrigal.
Date of birth?
3/19/69.
3/19 of 69.
Thank you. You are here on a new Superior Court case. You have been accused of aggravated assault in violation of a court order. That's a Class 6 felony, criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and disobeying the order or mandate of a court, also known as interfering with judicial proceedings. That is a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those offenses, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date will be in the downtown Superior Court. It will be a status conference on August 20th at 8:30 in the morning. That's 2 weeks from now. Preliminary hearing, August 24th at 8:30. The dates and the court address are on your paperwork. You will be released to pretrial services on an electronic ankle monitor. You are ordered to stay somewhere else while the case is pending. You may not stay at your current residence while this case is pending. Do you understand?
Sí, o sea que voy a salir libre de aquí ahorita.
Okay, yes, but so then I'm going to be released from here now?
Right, but the purpose of the ankle monitor is to prove that you do not go to that residence. You may go exactly one time with a law enforcement officer to collect belongings, but you must call the arresting officers. It looks like you were arrested by Phoenix Police. So you call their non-emergency number, request a civil standby. They will send an officer to go with you and keep the peace while you collect some belongings and go to an alternate residence. You must inform pretrial within 24 hours of that residence. They will also be watching your location on the ankle monitor. If you violate and you go back to that location at any time other than with a police officer, there will be an alarm. We will issue a warrant for you within the hour. Do not go to your residence. Do not go to the neighbor's residence. You may not have any contact with the alleged victims. That means your neighbors or any other witnesses in the neighborhood. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Don't drive without a valid license. And you must obey all of the terms of that injunction against harassment and any other court order that has been issued against you as a term of release in this criminal case. You should be aware, Mr. Madrigal, that violating that no contact order, even one time, in a way that could be considered harassment, if you get arrested for it, you could be accused of a new felony called aggravated harassment. If that happens to you, you would be held without bond at this hearing on a new case. So if you go back there and do anything involving those alleged victims that could get you accused of harassing them, that could be throwing one rock, you could be arrested and booked in here for a new felony. The consequences of violating the no contact order are very serious. So don't do it. That is the point of the ankle monitor. You won't be released from the jail until the ankle monitor is installed. That will delay your release, but there's plenty of time and it is a weekday afternoon. So it is my hope that you are out by dinner time, but at this moment you have to wait for the pretrial services officer to come and hook you up to the ankle monitor. The DOs, the officers, they will let you know when that's going to happen. Try to be patient. If you'll step to your left, you can give them the headphones and they'll give you your paperwork. Thank you.
Muy bien. Gracias.
Very well, thank you.
And if the interpreter could make a general call, that would be great.
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más que no hable inglés y necesita interpretación?
Okay, we see no hand. Okay, all right, we're good. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Reyna, you can go ahead and come in, please. After that, 1 second. I may move these around for a second, officer. I'm going to do Dijon Matthews. And then, 1 second. Benito Ramirez will be after Mr. Matthews. All right, ma'am, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yolanda Irene Reyna, 8/28/86.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, you are here on a page 2, meaning an in-custody arrest on a warrant issued by, I think it's a Pima County Court. Let me see. It is Pima. You're on probation out of Pima County. And on or about January 7th of this year, there appears to have been either a petition to revoke filed or you might have missed a court date, but they issued a probation violation warrant for you on January 7th. So I'm going to give you a court date. I'm going to let them know they should appoint a lawyer for you when you get there. Your court date is going to be in the Pima County Superior Court. It is scheduled currently for Monday, August 10th at 8:30 in the morning. That is this coming Monday. I don't know if you're still going to be in Maricopa custody or not. So just so you are aware, if you are, Pima will be told to wait, that Maricopa is not going to let them have you until you're done with any local Maricopa cases. But the court date that we have to give you is this Monday, August 10th. And I'm going to affirm the order of the Pima County Court pursuant to Rule 7.2C. That is an order holding you without bail. I'm just affirming the no bond order of the Pima County Court. Everything I just told you will be on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, she has your copy. Thank you. All right, Mr. Matthews, then Mr. Ramirez, will you go to the chair? I need Mr. Matthews to come in, please. Good morning, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth?
John Aaron Matthews, 04/03/1997.
402?
04/03.
3, okay.
1997.
You are here on one brand new case that you were booked in for last night, and then there's a warrant from a case earlier this year that you also have, but I'm going to start with the new booking from yesterday. That's number 13 on the calendar. You were booked in on 13 counts of shoplifting, alleged as either with shoplifting priors and or using a device to facilitate that. Those are class 4 felonies. Also, one allegation of escape in the 2nd degree from felony custody as a class 4 felony. And the offense dates for the shoplifting, it's a range of dates. It looks like they go back to December 10th of 2025, and they go all the way up to, I'm looking for the latest one, June 21st of 2026. But they're all different dates. The escape is alleged to have occurred on June 21 of 2026. Based on what the police provided, there is probable cause for all of those crimes. I am appointing a lawyer for you in this case. I'm also going to appoint a lawyer for you in the warrant case. I'm going to tell you your warrant charges now. You have been formally charged in a criminal complaint with organized retail theft of merchandise, a Class 4 felony, and shoplifting as a Class 4 felony. The alleged offense date for these is February 13th of 2026, and I'm appointing a lawyer for you in that case as well. You should end up with the same lawyer for everything. You're going to have the same next court dates for both cases. The first one will be a preliminary hearing, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning with a status conference. Excuse me. Your status conference is this coming Tuesday, August 11th, 8:30 in the morning. Your preliminary hearing for both cases will be August 13th at 8:30 in the morning. Those are in the downtown Superior Court, and the address is on your papers. Based on your criminal history and the strength of the evidence alleged against you, as well as the number of offenses and the time that you may face, bail is set in the number 13, the one with the 13 counts. That's $25,000 cash. In the complaint case from February, $5,000 cash. So your bond across the two cases is $30,000 cash. If you post that, you will be released. You must not go to any of the scenes of the alleged crimes. No contact with any alleged victims, witnesses, arresting officers, or co-defendants. You may not possess weapons. You are a prohibited possessor. No drugs on a valid prescription, no alcohol. Everything else is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, she's going to give you copies of that. Thank you. It's going to be Mr. Ramirez. All right, Mr. Ramirez right here, and then Shanette Falanico, will you go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Benito Ramirez, 0205, or 020502.
Okay, got it. Thank you. You're here on a new case going out of Superior Court. You got booked in for one allegation of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. It is a Class 4 felony. There is probable cause for that offense, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling your next two court dates. The first will be a status conference this Tuesday, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing will be August 13th at 8:30 in the same court, and that address will be on your paperwork. Based on your criminal history and what's been alleged against you, bond is set at $25,000. That is secured. Secured means you can use a bail bondsman to possibly post for less than that. Everything you need to know is on your paperwork, including your release conditions. Those include, of course, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, she's got your copy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Falanico? Ms. Falanico, excuse me. And then Christopher Avalos, will you go to the chair? Good morning, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Shanette Falanico, 11/15/82.
Thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. The court finds probable cause on that as a Class 3 felony. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in this case. I'm scheduling your next two court dates. The first is a status conference this Tuesday, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning with a preliminary hearing, August 13th. This will be in the downtown Superior Court. Address is on your paperwork. Based on what's been alleged against you and your criminal history, bond is set in the amount of $10,000. It is secured. If you post it, you'll go on an ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. That is actually required by law now in this type of case. You may not, I think this is the one, hold on a second, where, yes, you may not go to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not have any contact with any alleged victim, witness, arresting officer. You can do a civil standby with law enforcement to collect belongings, but then you must find a new residence temporarily and provide proof of that to pretrial services within 24 hours. You may do a civil standby with an officer to collect belongings, but that is the one and only time you can go there without violating release conditions. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Obey any order of protection that might be served on you. Everything is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you that complete copy.
I just have a question.
What's your question?
How long do I have to wear the ankle monitor?
Until another judge orders it taken off. And what I like to tell defendants is the more compliant you are with it, the better argument your lawyer has that it's not needed. So be very compliant. Go talk to your lawyer about making a motion to try to convince the trial court that it's no longer necessary.
Okay.
Thanks. Mr. Avalos? And then Clint Ogden, you can go to the chair after Mr. Avalos comes in. All right, and then Clint Ogden, we go to the chair. Okay, you got him. Okay. Sir, can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Christopher Avalu, December 15, 2001.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for several things. For purposes of this hearing only, I found probable cause on 3. So I'm going to start with those, and I'm going to tell you the 3 that I did not find probable cause for. So there is probable cause for possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony, unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a class 5 felony, theft by control of a stolen weapon, that's a class 6 felony. Again, there is probable cause for those. Now, for purposes of this hearing only, which is just release conditions, this does not dismiss these charges. So I did not find probable cause for the possession of dangerous drugs, either for sale or for personal use, nor the possession of, the carrying of the weapon during the commission of another felony. The sales charge is a class 2 felony. The simple possession of dangerous drugs is a class 4, and the other weapon charge is a class 4. The reason I didn't find probable cause for those today is the police didn't provide enough evidence to support that what they allege they found you with was in fact methamphetamine. And while I don't personally doubt it, there is a legal standard, and they did not meet it. So therefore, I don't find probable cause for them. But as I said, they're not dismissed. It just means I'm ignoring them for purposes of release conditions. They are still pending against you. The county attorney can still go forward on them. So talk to your lawyer about how that works in our system. They can go over with you what, if any, formal charges get filed in your case. You'll know that by your next court date. So as I said, I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you. The first is a status conference, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. That's this Tuesday in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing, August 13th at 8:30, same court, address on your paperwork. Now, on those charges that I found probable cause for, bond is set in the amount of $10,000. It would have been higher had I found probable cause for the drug sale, and it probably would have been cash. So talk to your lawyer about all of that, but your bond for the gun alone, $10,000 secured. If you post it, be sure to comply with your release conditions. No contact with any alleged victim. That's whoever owns the allegedly stolen gun. No contact with that person or the arresting officers. Of course, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, they're going to give you a copy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Ogden, and then Lance Stevens. We go to the chair. Oh, you know what, Mr. Ogden? I just realized, no, I was waiting for something on your case. I actually need to do your case at the end. Give me a second. I was waiting for more paperwork, okay? Go ahead and have a seat. Yep, I'm going to call you back up. Just give me 1 second, okay? All right, then Mr. Stevens, sorry, let me have Lance Stevens come up, and then Pedro Martinez, we go to the chair. All right, and Mr. Stevens, may I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Lance Stevens, 8/11/2000.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Stevens. You are here on a bench warrant, and that is for failing to appear at a status conference in a case in which you've been charged with possessing narcotic drugs, 2 counts, both class 4 felonies, also drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. This warrant was issued October 3rd of 2022. You already have a lawyer appointed in this case, and still do. I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you. The first one's going to be a status conference this coming Tuesday, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. Your preliminary hearing will be August 13th at 8:30. Those are in the downtown Superior Court. That address is on your paperwork. Based on the age of the warrant, I am affirming the bond in this case that was set in 2022. That is $1,000. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions. They're on your paperwork. I'll let you read them for yourself. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy. Thank you. Mr. Pedro Martinez? And then Destiny Valle, we go to the chair. Well, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yeah, Pedro Martinez, 040699.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Martinez, you are here on a new case. You were arrested for second-degree burglary, a class 3 felony, aggravated assault, a class 6 felony, and criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Based on what the police have alleged, there is probable cause for those offenses, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your status conference will be August 11th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing August 13th at 8:30 in the morning in the same court. Now, I want you to be aware, this is not my decision, this is not what I'm doing. The county attorney recommended $25,000 secured for you. They recommended it because what you're accused of doing, if you did that, substantially indicates you are dangerous to these people and you are likely to violate release conditions while the case is pending. You don't have a lot of history, though. You do have a domestic violence misdemeanor. It looks like you already have a probation violation hold for failing to appear in your misdemeanor domestic violence case, and now you come in on allegations of new felony DV misdemeanors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a smaller bond, $2,500 secured, and I'm going to put you on an ankle monitor with alcohol testing. It is my belief, I speculate based on what I'm reading, you may have an alcohol problem, and that may be driving your behavior, and that if we control the alcohol, perhaps you can control your behavior. If you prove us wrong and you violate release conditions, you're going to go from bad to much, much worse. Right now, I think it's your child is one of the two victims. You may not have contact with him. You may not have contact with the child's mother. Do you understand? No contact with any of them while this case is pending.
Okay.
It's not forever. It's just for now. If you cannot and will not respect that release condition, you're going to wind up straight back here. And the best thing that'll happen is your bond will go up. And maybe then we will set 10 times the amount.
Okay.
You must comply with these release conditions. $2,500 ankle monitor if you post it.
Okay.
That is to prove you're not going back there. You do not go anywhere near that location. No contact with the alleged victims. No contact with any witnesses there. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You will test to prove that you're not drinking. If you get served with an order of protection, you must comply with that as well as a term of release in this case. Everything I just told you is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'm going to give you a copy.
A quick question though. Am I allowed to like get a supervised visit just to go pick up belongings?
No. According to this, I don't believe you have the. Let me see. Let me look. If you had been living there, I would consider that yes. I didn't think so, but let me look. Hold on. Yeah, this says ex-boyfriend just got out of rehab. So no, you can talk to your lawyer about that. But
Okay.
and there were neighbors who reported this. So no, you can't go to any part of that apartment complex. You get the ankle monitor. You talk to your lawyer. If you've got anything there that you need or want, you talk to your lawyer about perhaps getting permission or something to obtain it some other way. On these facts, no,
All right.
you're not allowed to go there. If you step to your left, you get your paperwork. All right, Ms. Valle, Destiny Valle, and then Anthony Prieto. Can you go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Destiny Valle, May 30th, 1982.
May 30? Okay, thanks. You're here on a probation violation warrant from the Superior Court. Looks like you're on felony probation, and there's been a petition to revoke your probation filed, and it alleges that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5. You will get a copy of that from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in probation court. You need to go to that court. It's in downtown Phoenix, and the address is on your paperwork. Your court date is August 12th, which is 1 week from today, Wednesday, August 12th, 8:30 in the morning. That will be a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. You have a $250 secured appearance bond and written release conditions. If you bond out, comply with all of those. One of them is that you have to call your PO within 72 hours of release. If you don't know the number, it's on your paperwork. What's your question?
You can release me to like a rehab. I was supposed to go to rehab.
I'm sorry, I can't really make out.
I was supposed to go to rehab today. I was supposed to go to purpose.
Then unless you post the bond, you won't be there. You're in probation revocation right now, ma'am. If that's true, I'm not saying it's not. I have no way to verify it, and that does not excuse probation violation. So you can talk to your lawyer about that situation, and if you get reinstated, then you'd have to set up the rehab again after that. If you don't bond out. If you step to your left, you get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Prieto, you come up here, and then Leroy Bishop to the chair. Hi, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Antonio Prieto, 3/20/89.
Okay, thanks. You're here on two matters. There's a new one and looks like probably a probation hold. So I'm going to start with your new one. It's number 9 on the calendar. It's a new case. You were booked in for allegations of dangerous drug possession, a class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those two things. You were also arrested for possession of a narcotic drug as a class 4 felony, but for purposes of this hearing only, I did not find probable cause on that one because the police didn't provide enough information to support their allegation that what you had was a narcotic drug. It is not dismissed. It is still pending against you. I'm just ignoring it for purposes of release conditions. You can talk to your lawyer more about how that works, but there is probable cause for the dangerous drugs and the paraphernalia. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You're going to be back in court on this Tuesday, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. That'll be a status conference in the downtown Superior Court with a preliminary hearing August 13th at 8:30. And in this case, I'm setting what's called a placeholder bond because I am giving you a bond in your probation case. But in this new case, in the absence of probation, I would have released you. So what you need is what we call a placeholder bond. It's $50 secured. It does two things. It ensures that you're eligible for credit for time in custody on the new case if you are ever convicted in that case. And it ensures that the sheriff's office will take you to all of your court hearings for the new case. So don't post that 50 unless you're sure you're going to get out on everything. You can talk to your lawyer more about how that works. Number 31 on the calendar is a probation violation hold. The probation department has notified the court and you that they will be filing a petition to revoke your probation based on the new arrest. So you'll get that petition at your next court date from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. And that's going to be a revocation arraignment hearing and possible disposition hearing 1 week from today, which is August 12th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. That address is also on your paperwork. Your bond is $500 secured in this case. So across the two cases, $550. As I said, if you bond out, you have release conditions. I'll let you read those for yourself. The big one is file your PO within 72 hours of release. The number will be on your paperwork. You step to your left, they have that for you. Sir Bishop, and then Jorge Garcia. We'll go to the chair, please. I try to at least read it. Hi, sir, can I have your full name and date of birth?
Leroy Bishop, 3/23/94.
Are you the third?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a class 5 felony. This was alleged to have happened back on July 7th of this year. Based on what the police have presented, I do find probable cause for that, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling your next two court dates. These are going to be 2 weeks out. The first is a status conference, August 20th, 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It's a Thursday. Your preliminary hearing will be Monday, August 24th at 8:30 in the morning. All of that will be on your paperwork, including the address in downtown Phoenix. This is not a newly alleged offense. They alleged it was about a month ago. Based on your criminal history and what they've specifically alleged, I am willing to give you a try at pretrial services release. So you will be released. You're going to get an envelope from the DOs along with your paperwork. It's got instructions to call pretrial within 72 hours after you are physically released.
Okay.
Call them. They're going to have you report in. They're going to interview you over the phone, ask you some questions. It's not hard. Just don't fail to do it. They'll tell you when they want you to check in and how they want you to check in. It's usually by phone, but that's up to them. Just do whatever they tell you. Don't miss your court dates. Comply with your release conditions. No weapons. I believe you are a prohibited possessor from your California case. No drugs without a valid prescription. Don't drive without a valid license. If you think you're not, do talk to your lawyer about that.
Okay.
Okay, everything's on your paperwork. Will you comply with all of that and come to court?
Yes.
Then you are released. Don't lose the envelope. Don't lose your paperwork.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Garcia, and then it'll be Justin Becker. Will you go to the chair, please? All right, Mr. Garcia, can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Jorge Garcia, October 3rd, 1994.
Thank you. You're here on a new case, and you have one allegation of criminal damage as a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. You have a status conference in 2 weeks, August 20th at 8:30 in the morning. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. Preliminary hearing, August 24th at 8:30. All the dates and the court address are on your paperwork. Now, your case, I waffled a little. I considered an ankle monitor, but right now they're only accusing you of a property crime. So this is my plan. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. no ankle monitor. You still have no contact orders. If you can't control your behavior and you violate them, the best thing that'll happen is you land back in jail with worse release conditions. You might catch a new case. So you can't go to the scene of the alleged crime. You can't have any contact with the alleged victim. You can't respond if she contacts you first. That is not a legal excuse. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If you get served as an order of protection, you have to comply with that as well. So my theory is, based on your criminal history and what you're accused of, you are reasonably likely to be able to control yourself. That's why no ankle monitor. You saw other people, some of them got a $50,000 bond.
Yeah.
Do you think you can comply with release conditions? Do you agree to?
I agree to.
All right. You're going to get the envelope. Call pretrial when you get out. They're just going to have you check in. You don't have to wear an ankle monitor. You don't have to wait for that. You're going to get released. Just don't lose the envelope. Don't lose the paperwork.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
I do have a question.
What is it?
So with that person, I have a vehicle under the name. I have our cell phones. So I will have to get like a civil. Oh, I can get a new cell phone. I'm not worried about
You
that.
saying you need a civil standby? What do you need to go get there? They're not saying that you live together.
I know, but the car is under both of our names. I can just leave the car under her name. It's
Well,
all fine.
You may have like a civil issue as to who owns the car. We do not resolve property disputes in this court. So, are you the primary driver of the car?
Oh, I don't. She's a primary driver, but I'm the first one.
Here's the thing. Go talk to your lawyer.
Okay.
I'm not going to pre-solve any property disputes because that's not what we do.
All right.
We're not family court. So go talk to your lawyer. I don't think anything's going to change on that situation in the next 2 weeks. Your court date is in 2 weeks. Just go, see if your lawyer has any input for you on that. In the meantime, don't violate release conditions.
Sounds
All right. Keep your eye on the ball. The car you can sort out later.
Yeah.
Okay. Take your paperwork. All right, Mr. Becker, and then Jacob Stark, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Justin Becker, 9/19/90.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case?
Yep.
You've been accused of resisting arrest as a Class 6 felony, disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal damage as a Class 1 misdemeanor. The latter two, this court finds are domestic violence misdemeanors, meaning the alleged victim of those makes it a domestic violence offense. It's a legal term, actually, so you can talk to your lawyer about that. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be a status conference, August 20th. That's 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning, preliminary hearing, August 24th at 8:30, downtown Superior Court. Now, in your case, again, I'm willing to give you a try at controlling your own behavior without an ankle monitor. You have to report to pretrial services. You still have all of the no contact orders. Don't go there. Don't contact her. Don't respond to contact from her. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If you get served in the order of protection, you have to comply with that as well. Will you comply with those orders and come to court as ordered?
Yes, and can I ask a question?
Yes.
So we live in a place together. We're both on the lease. And yesterday when I was leaving, the officer says that she wasn't pressing charges. I was just a fool and got mad and broke our ring camera.
So, as to who's pressing charges at this point,
Oh,
that is for the Maricopa County attorney to decide.
Oh, okay.
There's no such thing as individuals pressing charges. It's the state that does.
Okay.
The state certainly has to talk to them. The alleged victims has to take their views into account, but they make the decision on whether the charges go forward. And right now, as I said, you are facing a resisting arrest charge. And based on what's been alleged, there was a resisting arrest.
Yeah.
So the most I will do is give you I did give you a civil standby. I apologize. I did. So you have to find an alternative residence. No, I am not permitting you to live there while the case is pending, but you can do the civil standby, go with Phoenix PD. You call the non-emergency number. You request it in advance. They send a cop to go with you and keep the peace while you collect some stuff. Here's a little tip for you. It's my understanding, the more polite you are to the officer who's with you, the longer they will give you to pack your stuff.
Okay.
But I'm told they usually give about at least 15 minutes. What do you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe half an hour. I don't know. It kind of depends on how busy it is that day.
Okay.
Do not go there on your own. If you prove you won't follow release conditions, your situation is not going to get better, criminally speaking. So I did give you a lawyer. Go to court as ordered. Face your case. Just don't violate in the meantime. All right. Everything's on your paperwork.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Stark. And then Elisado Pena Zamora, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Jacob Stark, 10/30/98.
All right, thank you. You're here on two things. As I recall, they're both Justice Court cases. One's new, one is a warrant. I'm going to start with the new one. This is from the East Mesa Justice Court. You got booked in for driving on a suspended license. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for it. I'm giving you court date in the East Mesa Justice Court. It's an arraignment hearing on August 19th at 9 in the morning, which is 2 weeks from today. And that's a brand new case. I'll give you a chance to go to court fair and square. You are released on your own recognizance in that case. Will you go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your warrant. That's number 11 on the calendar. It's out of the Santan Justice Court, which is down in Chandler. And in that case, you've been accused of third-degree criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. And this was alleged to have occurred back on December 14th of last year, 2025. This is an initial arrest warrant, meaning you have not missed any court dates. Apparently, the constable tried to find you to give you a summons. They just couldn't find you. That's the only reason it turned into a warrant. We do not hold that against you. So this is a brand new case for the criminal trespass. Your court date in Santan, which is someplace in Chandler, it's an arraignment hearing August 25th, which is about 3 weeks from now, Tuesday, August 25th at 9 in the morning, sorry. And that court address is also on your paperwork. I'm prepared to release you on your own recognizance in that case, provided you agree to comply with conditions that include show up for court, don't go back to wherever this was, don't contact any victims at that location. Will you do those things and come to court?
Yes, I will.
All right, then you are released in both cases. Try to be patient. It still takes hours to be released, but you'll be out later today, okay?
I have one question.
Mhm.
It says I have a DUI. Is that gone?
I don't get that much detail on the misdemeanors, like a hold from another
Okay.
city. Officer, do you see any holds from other locations?
They just sent me a text and it said.
No, okay. Well, that may be going on, and you should definitely not ignore that text.
It was so long ago.
Oh,
I was just making sure. I wanted to.
I can't help right. I don't know. I would look into that. But they said you don't have any other holds at the jail. So as far as we know at this moment, there's nothing that will stop you from being released. Things can pop up at the release desk. I'm just warning you. But we don't currently know that you have anything else.
Okay.
So, all right, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Pena Zamora and then Peter Navarrete, will you please go to the chair? Hi, yes. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Elizaldo Peña Zamora, October 10th, 1988.
Thank you. You are here on a new case, although the offense dates back about 6 weeks. You're accused of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, which is a Class 5 felony, and criminal speeding, which is a Class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for it. Looks like the alleged offense date is back on July 16th of this year. But you will get police reports through your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling your next two court dates. It's going to be a status conference, August 20th, which is 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be August 24th at 8:30. Same court. It's all on your paperwork. Based on what's been alleged against you and your criminal history or relative lack of criminal history, I'm going to follow the recommendation to release you on your own recognizance. I will note the state recommended a bond for you too. I'm not going to impose that, but they were asking for $5,000 secured. I just wanted you to know that you should take this case very seriously. Just because I'm releasing you doesn't mean you should blow off your court dates or that you're not facing a significant charge. It looks like you've got some prior felony convictions. I don't know if they can be used against you at this point in time. You'll have to talk to your lawyer. Just don't miss court, okay?
Okay.
Don't violate your release conditions. Everything you need to know is on your paperwork. I'm not prohibiting you from driving right now. Just you have to have a valid license.
Okay.
Okay. Everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left,
All
I'll
right,
give you
thank you.
paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Navarrete, then Antonio da Silva. Will you go to the chair? Right here. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Peter Joseph Navarrete, March 19th, 1982.
Okay, thanks. You're here on an arrest warrant, which means you've been charged in a criminal complaint with it's now an older case. In your case, the charges are possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. And the alleged offense date is back on March 18th of 2022. All I can tell you right now is it comes out of Goodyear, but you will get police reports and the charges through your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is going to be in 2 weeks, the status conference, August 20th. at 8:30 in the morning. That's 2 weeks from now. Preliminary hearing, August 24th. Also 8:30 in the morning, same court. Address is on your paperwork. Now, in this case, you have not missed any court dates. This is an initial arrest warrant. It looks like we did try to send you a summons. We just didn't have a working address.
Can I,
Hold on, but we don't hold that against you.
okay.
I'm sorry that this is how you had to find out, but it's just that we didn't have any other way to find you, so we don't hold that against you.
If I could just explain just real
But
quick.
you don't have, I mean, you can,
Okay.
but it's not your fault. What I'm
Okay.
saying is,
Yeah,
we know it's not your fault.
Okay,
So I'm just treating it like a brand new case,
okay.
which means you can be released on your own recognizance. We were gonna send you a summons anyway, which is just a polite
Yeah, well,
invitation.
because I called,
Yeah.
I called earlier this year because when it happened, I was homeless, I was addicted to fentanyl, I had since turned my life
And
around.
lots of people call, lots of people are trying to get out in front of this, but it doesn't work out. So we just don't hold it against you.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry you ended up with a night in jail as a result. Just go to court, okay? I gave you a lawyer, and if your criminal history is what we think it is, you may well get offered diversion, which means you do some drug treatment, stuff like that, and you never even take a conviction in this case. I don't decide that, but you got to show up. Talk to your lawyer.
Yes,
You can
ma'am.
go to trial on this if you want to. Just don't miss court, okay?
I have one more question.
Yes, sir.
You might not know the answer, but so here they said I have another warrant. I'm not sure why, but it's a misdemeanor
Okay.
warrant.
And these guys may know. Do you have any holds for him? No? Okay. Well, what they're saying is there isn't any other court or police agency that put a hold on you at this jail. It doesn't mean you don't have a misdemeanor floating around somewhere.
Yeah.
It just means right now, as of whenever that was printed, the sheriff didn't have anything else for you.
So now I'm eligible as of right now.
They're going to process you out. Sometimes at the release desk, when they run you, it pops up. So I just want to warn you, cautiously optimistic, you should be released.
Now, if that was to pop up, could I have somebody pay the bond? Because they said it was like a $200.
You can pay it through MCSO. Talk to them at release. If that pops up, just say, what should I tell family about going to post that? And they'll help you give instructions to family about that.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. All right, then it's going to be Mr. De Silva. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Antonio De Silva, July 19th, 1969.
Okay, thanks. Mr. De Silva, you're on 2 warrants in a case cases that I feel very sure you know about. These are your Santan Justice Court contracting without a license cases that you have been dealing with for now 20 years. They put out warrants for you. These are failure to pay warrants. I looked at your case card for both, and it looks like you have been to court. You haven't caught any warrants in at least 10 years. I got tired of looking. I didn't look past 10 years.
I paid 18 years on it, actually, and I didn't know, they split them back with the new judge.
I'm going to release you. Here's the thing. I can see that you know how to go.
No, I'm gonna go
court.
fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna go fix it.
I don't know that got them unhappy with you and sent this out, but we don't set bond based on what a person owes. We set bond in order to get people to show up. You have shown that you will show up. Something happened. People can fall behind. They can move.
Did they send anything?
I don't even know. You got to talk to them.
That's
why I'm releasing you. I just want you to know.
I've been paying for that 18 years. I had the longest running case in
So
San
I want you to know why I'm releasing you, even though they set this giant bond in one of the cases. It was $20,000.
Is one 400?
Yeah, one's like $400, one's like $20,600. So please go talk to them.
Yeah.
I just want you. I'm telling you that because I want to motivate you to show up.
No.
Because that's what motivates us to release you.
No, I would.
It's only my job to get you to go to court. It's not my job to get you to pay them.
We were under the thing that I was done.
Yeah.
That's why. So
I feel sure you're likely to talk to them because for at least 10 years till I got tired of looking, you never caught a warrant. You went and were dealing with them. So please just continue to do that. Okay. All right. Everything will be on your paperwork. Be patient. It takes forever to get released.
You said at court?
Apologies. August 25th at 9 a.m. Thank you. August 25.
Can I go before
which is
that?
a Tuesday. Call them and ask if they have a
Yeah,
walk-in date.
they have open dates, so.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
and then
fix
I always advise anybody who does that, be sure that they vacate the August 25 date because sometimes those courts can be less than optimal.
I'll bring that paperwork with me, but yeah,
About
I'm
the
gonna,
record keeping, you
take
want to
care of it.
walk out the door with proof that there, you do not have an August 25 court date, because otherwise it'll pop up, they'll call your name and they'll go, well, that's a warrant, and they
Okay.
won't even look.
All
So
right.
I just tell anybody who goes early, be double sure that they get rid of the August 25 court date.
Got it.
All right, good luck, sir, if you step to your left. All right, now I'm going to make a house call record. I'm still waiting for something on that last case, officers, but I'm going to make my house call records while we take care of that. So let's do, okay, so officer, I'm going to do this as quick and simple as I possibly can. As to Abel Bates, Devin Bigelow, and Keelan Nez, are they not physically present in court because they've been isolated by the sheriff's office as a potential risk of danger to themselves or others? As to each of them, yes? Okay, thank you. All right, I did get an affirmative answer from the sheriff's office, so I'm going to make those records in just half a second. Sir, Mr. Ogden, are you the only person in there? Okay, will you come in, please? Okay, all right. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Ogden. We just hadn't had you marked in a way that let me know we needed to call your case without other people in the courtroom. And that's when I realized that I had you sit down. That was the only thing. And that's for your safety. All right, let's start with your full name and date of birth.
Clint Ryan Ogden, September 27, 1973.
Okay, thank you. You're before the court on three things. One's a new arrest, one's a traffic warrant, and one is a probation warrant. So I'm just going to go in some kind of order. I'll start with your brand new case from yesterday. This is number 22 on the calendar. You were booked in for new allegations of being a registered sex offender for failing to confirm ID, for failing to provide ID when asked by a police officer. I didn't say that very well, but that's a class 6 felony. Also, obstruction of justice by the refusal to provide a true name, and that's a class 2 misdemeanor. Based on what the police have submitted, there is probable cause for both of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you in this case. The first is going to be a status conference this coming Tuesday, August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, with a preliminary hearing August 13th at 8:30. Those are in downtown Phoenix, and the address is going to be on your paperwork. Now, you're also on probation in a Superior Court case. That's going to be number 24 on the calendar. There was a warrant out for your arrest in this case. Back on November 17th of last year, a petition to revoke was filed, alleging that you violated term 3. You will get a copy of that from your lawyer, and I'm also appointing a lawyer for you in the probation case. You should end up with the same lawyer for everything in the felony cases. So your next court date is going to be slightly different in probation right now. They should eventually come together in the system. I just can't do that today. So in the probation case only, your revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing will be August 12th, 1 week from today, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. And in each of those 2 cases, you have a $2,500 secured appearance bond for $5,000 total. If you bond out, you must comply with all of your written conditions. Those include no weapons or drugs or alcohol. Also, you have to call your PO within 72 hours of release because you're still on probation, even when all this is happening. All right, let's turn to the traffic warrant. That's number 23. Out of the West Mesa Justice Court, there was a warrant for you in a case in which, as I recall, you've been convicted of DUI. Yes, it's post-adjudication. You've already been convicted of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. This warrant was issued in November of 2025. I'm going to give you a court date of an arraignment hearing August 10th at 8:30 in the morning. That's this Monday, 5 days from now, in the West Mesa Justice Court. And in this case, I am going to just set what's called a placeholder bond, meaning in the absence of the felony cases, I probably would have released you. So I'm going to give you a $50 secured appearance bond. It ensures that they will take you to the court dates if you don't post the other bonds.
I have no ability to post any bonds.
So that $50 will ensure they take you to court. And if the justice of the peace is willing to give you some credit for time in custody, it would make you eligible for that. But I think that's discretionary at this point. You have to talk to the justice of the peace. Because I gave you any bond in that case, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that hearing just on the bond issue only. It's post-conviction, so it's just the bond issue only.
I have a question.
What's your question?
I have been SMI for near a decade now, and most of that time I have not been working. I did make my best efforts when I was working. I came through with efforts to pay off that fine.
Are you talking about the DUI?
The DUI.
Okay.
I'd asked multiple times if it was possible to do community service in lieu of credit, and I was told by the judge that it was statutory that it had to be paid, that there was no time served, that there was no community service. Can you shed any light, not in the?
Look, I'm sorry, I can't,
Okay.
and I can't give you legal advice, but you could see, now, of course, I did just appoint them for the bond issue, but there will be a public defender there on Monday. See if they can shed any light on that for you. Maybe they can. It's worth a try. Unfortunately, I don't actually know the answer, and it might be legal advice if I were to comment on that. So I'm sorry, I can't help you with that today. But see if the public defender there might help you with that on Monday. They don't, I mean, I'll let them respond when you ask, okay? All right, everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you paperwork for all 3 cases. All right, I'm going to turn back to my house call record, and immediately before the last defendant, I did make a record about why I'm going to conduct those initial appearances in-house, in person, immediately after this recording. And I will go see Abel Bernard Bates, born 12/7/68. He's got a new case. He got booked in for disorderly conduct with a weapon. It's a Class 6 felony, and threatening and intimidating, a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for these, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent him. I'm intending to set a secured appearance bond in his case of $5,000 secured. That is my inclination right now, and if so, that will make his status conference August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, preliminary hearing August 13th at 8:30 in the morning. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court. If I were to release him, his court dates will move to August 20th and August 24th, respectively. He will have written release conditions, either way, that include no going to the scene of the alleged crimes, no contact with the alleged victim, witness, or arresting officer, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Devin Bigelow is here on 3 matters. A felony case and 2 misdemeanor warrants. In the Superior Court, there's a bench warrant issued for his arrest for failing to appear in the probation court. That's another way to tell, it's a calendar code. In the probation court, and so at a revocation arraignment. So we're setting that for Mr. Bigelow, 8/12, August 12th, 8:30 in the morning, and that's in the downtown Superior Court. And at this moment in time, it's my inclination to set bail in the amount of $250 secured with written conditions I will go over with him. That court date won't change even were I to release him. In the Surprise City Court, there are 2 warrants issued for him. And number 20 on the calendar is one for criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Number 21 on the calendar. This is the one where we need to hand print it. It's a failure to appear warrant for what I believe is Surprise City Code Section 34-159, listed as urinating or defecating in public, a Class 1 misdemeanor. So we're going to give him court date and Surprise, same date for both cases. It is currently August 11th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Surprise City Court. I'm going to affirm the Surprise Court bonds, which is $150 per case. That is my intention. If I were to decide to release Mr. Bigelow, his court date would move to September 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon. Either way, he will have standard release conditions, including no contact with any victims, no going to the scenes of any alleged crimes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Keelan Nez, born 3/23/83, is number 17 on the calendar. She was arrested in a new case. She was originally booked in, as I recall, for a Class 4 aggravated assault, but this court finds probable cause on that allegation as a Class 3 felony. And I am appointing a lawyer to represent her. Her status conference will be August 11th at 8:30 in the morning, with a preliminary hearing August 13th at 8:30. Those are in the downtown Superior Court. And it's my inclination to set bail for her in the amount of $10,000 secured with written release conditions I will go over with her. These include no victim contact. I'm not going to prohibit her from going to the scene of the alleged crime because I believe it is her residence, not the alleged victims. This is one where, my apologies, I was contemplating a no uninvited contact with the victim. Based on the very specific circumstances in this case, it is the court's belief there is some likelihood that the alleged victim may want to have contact with her mother, and so I am planning to order no uninvited contact with the victim, which would leave that choice up to the alleged victim. I will explain that to Ms. Nez and how that will work, practically speaking. I plan to prohibit weapons, drugs without a valid prescription, alcohol, and driver's license. If anything changes after I see Ms. Nez or any of these defendants in-house, my final written order will reflect the court's ultimate decision in these cases. This court will not be updating this recording unless there is any reason to do so, and essentially it's all going to be in my formal written order. All right, we're going to stand in recess with that until 2 p.m. this afternoon.